Alright guys, let me go ahead and lower this real quick. You guys are probably completely confused. What's he doing? Let's see. Okay, so hopefully that worked. Let me double check this. Alright. Now the only problem I've got is it doesn't seem like my audio is loud enough, so what I'm probably gonna have to do is probably do a switch up. Hang on just a sec, guys. Let's do this. Okay. Now let me turn this back. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm waiting for the Wingit guys to get going. They had told me that they... Well, let me find that tweet actually. Before we get started, let me see. I already got their Twitter thing open here, so... Okay, that was it. I didn't even remember, honestly, I didn't remember what their Twitter ID is. But they're getting ready to start, so... Let's see. It should be right here. Okay, so now they've got their thing fixed about 8 minutes ago. Yeah, see right here it says maybe Nick will call back in. So I am calling in just because they were asking about it. So let me go and make sure the audio switch is up for a second. Let's see. Alright, you can probably hear the music in the background, right? Now, let me go ahead and raise the volume on Skype just slightly. Hang on just a sec. Can you hear that? Okay. So that's the Wingit stuff. Now, it hasn't started yet, so... In fact, I might as well just switch it now and lower it. Hang on, guys. Okay. So I'm pretty much maxed out on my microphone at this point, and I'm waiting for them to start. So, I mean, the audio is going to be just a little bit low for the time being until everything gets started, so. I don't know why they have fake followers. Haven't figured that out yet. Anyways, all the major Dinar forum sites are down. Like, Dinar Daily is down right now, and you guys know OK Oilman 2 is down. See, look at these. These are really good sites. OK Oilman 2 is down, Dinar Daily is down, and it's the whole forum motion thing. So if you guys are wondering what's happening, that's it. Now, let's go ahead and find the YouTube live stream real quick, because I figure some of you guys are probably going to be on the YouTube live stream. Oh yeah, you guys are already started. Let me see. Okay. Alright, so you guys see over here on the YouTube live stream, oh, there's 12 of you guys? Okay. This was not a planned thing. This is just, somebody's like, hey, Nick, they want you on the call. It's like, alright, fine, I'll do it. Don't know how long I'm going to be on, guys. I don't know if you did tell in my voice, I really don't feel well. My stomach's been bothering me for the last 2 days. And also, the computer's not running 100%, so. Somebody go ahead, if you can hear me, just go ahead and type a 1 in this chat box over here, if you can see this. And while we're waiting for that to start, I just got sent a video from Nash Rambler, which I want to go ahead and open up. Let me go and find that real quick. Let's see. So it looks like they're about to start. Channel. Cool. So there's the Nash Rambler channel, and he's got this one up here, All-State Dealer Involved in a Currency Scam. So maybe I can look at that. This is similar to the ones that TNTBS does. So this is interesting because most people are used to just a regular old Wingit call. They're not used to having some kind of a live chat thing. So maybe it'll still get a few people chatting. So. Okay, sounds like he's fading it out. Oh, okay, so Nash is just showing some of the stuff that got deleted.
Hello.
Interesting.
And welcome to the Wingit Call.
Okay.
October 25th, 2016.
So they're starting right now, guys.
Yeah. We're still here.
All right, let me turn this up.
Take a knee, please.
And here we get going.
Lord, thank you for another day to give you praise. Thank you for the wisdom, guidance, the discipline, the affection that you've shown us that we so desperately need.
All right.
For everybody listening on the call, please give them guidance. Let them hear what you have to say. What's being said and your wisdom is all we need as this blessing comes down. And we thank all this in your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. And hi, Joanne.
Star 2 to raise your hand, please.
Oh, star 2.
Star 2 to raise your hand.
See, guys, I don't even know this stuff.
Um,
I'm going to have to lower him probably.
Oh, disclaimer. We're not attorneys,
Okay.
CPAs, or financial advisors. Anything on this call is not, I repeat, not to be considered any form of legal advice. And for the rest of the disclaimer, please go to the wingitcall.com.
How does that sound, Joanne?
You will see a tab that says disclaimer.
Joanne,
Click on
can
that,
you hear
read
me
the
and them
disclaimer, and you'll have
pretty
the
good?
rest of my disclaimer.
Trying to keep the volume at a reasonable level, Joanne. What do you think?
Let's see. Again, star 2 to raise your hand. Could be a short call today. Nick did tweet out there that he was coming in. I'm just waiting for him to raise his hand.
Oh,
we'll
yes.
Bring him in here in a little bit because he says he's not feeling well.
Oh, that's nice
We'll
of
get
him.
him in, get him out, and go on.
Okay.
Richard.
All right. Well.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Your turn.
Okay. Thank you. I wanted to come on just for about 10 minutes this morning. I want to talk about something that I am not going to. We're not going to talk about anymore.
What?
But I understand that on Friday, our names were taken in vain again.
Taken.
And that's okay. I'm really not. I want
Hey,
to come on
Joanne,
this
thank
morning
you.
to reassure everyone.
You're the best,
that
Joanne.
They have, in fact, made the right decision. I'll try to go through it logically. I want to do two things, however, because apparently I'm getting some calls from people that maybe are listening to other calls somewhere, and some information is being put out. The first thing I want to talk about is I got a
Which Richard is this?
Several calls from indicating that how you would handle this trust if you RV'd and the bank was taking the taxes there on the spot when you RV'd.
Marcus.
And how you would handle
No, Marcus, I'm live.
Well,
they're going to bring me on, they said, Marcus.
I don't believe, based on what I've been able to find, that the bank is prepared and is willing to take any taxes out for anything. That's not the way it works. We're going to go, I believe, and other people do, smart people.
I'm still not
too,
feeling well,
believe
guys,
that
so hang
we're
on a
gonna go
sec.
in, and if you have your bank account set up properly, and you've got a debit card and deposit slips, and all that's been done properly,
trying to get to my email, guys.
You're just going to exchange in there, and then it's going to be up to you at the end of the year when you file your taxes to deal with the deferment of that increase in value of the currency.
All right.
That's the way it is handled.
I'm starting the recording now on my end, guys.
The banks cannot legally take taxes.
Richard Casey.
And I don't think that they are. Someone else said, well, I guess someone got on a call and they've been questioning, certain things, and I think one of the popular talk hosts said, well, he didn't see that this trust would defer taxes unless the trust was tax exempt. Well, the trust is not tax exempt. It's not tax exempt. Because of the way that it's prepared, and because of the IRS
Jeez,
code,
I don't think you guys should get trust. Just so you know, I don't. I don't even know who's talking about.
Trust and the reinstatement of trust.
If you guys don't have any assets, you don't need trusts. You don't.
The way that it's written and the laws that it complies with means that it is capital gains deferred. Not tax exempt, but capital gains deferred.
Hang on, guys.
So this will, unless the law changes today, this will be a capital gains event, and it'll be treated as such. And with that, if you have this trust, then you're going to be in great shape, because the way that you treat it, the way the law is written, the fact that it's discretionary, complex trust,
Oh boy.
It's that increase in value is not income to the trust, thus is not taxable at capital gains, and that's just the way it is. As Walter Cronkite who said that. That's the way it is. The other thing that is
my volume louder than theirs, guys?
Is will the law firm and will other people?
I don't want them to overpower me.
After the RV to help other people, and I want to assure you that that Paul Rosen is just had his son and daughter get out of law school in the last several years. They're going to work for him, and he's got to get his blood out of them before he is going to let them be retired. So that's another. Paul is going to work for a while, and his kids are going to work for a while. The law firm will be around, and the law firm will be very involved in this. Now, that doesn't mean that you go to the law firm for everything. There's going to be a group of people in Dallas, and there's going to be a group of people here in Southern California.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And I have formed a company.
About the same?
It's going to be more and more involved with marketing the
okay, let me turn them down a little.
The trust, the business trust, the charitable trust, and we're going to become more involved, and there will be plenty of people for you to pick up the phone. I'm not disappearing. No one's disappearing.
Did that sound like I lowered it?
So I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood that. Ben,
excuse me.
I want to do the best that I can do in just a few minutes to address this scam issue that some person who you got to question when somebody says something and they don't take the time to really vet it out and just merely says it's a scam.
Okay, better. Thank you.
I don't know. You have to kind of question their motives, and I promise you, and I can't imagine what the motives would be if someone actually vetted the law firm and really checked into it. The way that I'll go through this one more time. The Paul Rosen runs his law firm the way he wants to run it, and he chooses to run the trust business separate from his law firm. Now, they are litigators, and you believe me, you want litigators if you ever had a reason. Okay, you won't very much, but if you do, you want a law firm that's behind you that are litigators. And it's my understanding they were the litigators behind the two attempts to penetrate this trust. So they've got some good experience.
Still strange.
And the way that Paul decided he wanted to run the trust business is through Masters Copyrights LLC.
Yep.
Which is fully owned by Paul Rosen. He's the sole principal of Masters Copyrights LLC, and my agreement and anybody else's agreement is between Masters Copyrights LLC and myself.
Yep.
Actually, my trust. I'm doing it the right way. So we've got to figure out the scam. I want to, because there's not many places the scam can be. So
there's not many places. Okay.
I got my trust back in 2012 for the sole purpose of the currency.
Okay, let's see if I can call into this,
guys. For it, I got it. It's done. I've been operating it for 4 years. I've paid my tax.
Raise hand.
Anything from the IRS. You just report it. It's been a zero tax return because that's the way it is. So the first, I guess we could think that I got scammed then too. So I'm telling you that. So now the first time I apparently got scammed was currency.
Wonder which Richard this is.
I'm saying that's a possible, that we can conclude that's the case, and I really don't believe that in my heart of hearts. And I have some information that I know it's going to happen, it's just a matter of when. And I really believe that.
Okay. So he's pumping?
Next place it could be a scam is if what we have been telling you is not true, that it really doesn't defer taxes. Well, after 28,000 trusts that Rosen and Masters Copyrights LLC has written over the years, and the amount of tax returns that
let's look at those Masters Trust court documents
guys have filed each year.
Here we go.
That it just seems logical there would be some complaint somewhere, and Rosen still to this day does not have one single issue reported to the
They don't?
Texas bar.
Okay, that's good.
And that's a tough bar.
But we have the court
Tough
documents right here.
So I don't know where this character believes that there's a scam, but I assure you there's not. You're well protected. You've made the right decision. Anything that you read anywhere, go into the masterstrust.com, and if you can't find it in there, then it's, then you probably don't need to be paying attention to what you've been reading.
Mm-hmm.
And let me wrap
All right.
up with this: if anyone does need, and who knows when this thing is going to fire off? There's a lot of activity, but I'll leave it like this.
Yeah.
If anyone is contemplating getting their trust through this deposit program,
Sounds kind of nervous, doesn't he?
the only urgency is that the assignment of the currency has to be done prior to the increase in value of the currency, the published increase in value.
No kidding.
And if I can help anybody, just let me know. Go into Masters Trust, print out the application, and send it in. If I can help anybody, I'm happy to do it. And with that, Mr. McGuire, I'll leave it into your capable hands.
Thanks, Richard. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Well, I see Nick's called in. We'll get to him in just a second.
Okay.
Wingman, how's it going today?
Well, going about the same as it was going the other day.
You don't sound good. I'll carry it today.
I just can't believe it. I mean, if people are still having trouble with the Masters Trust, then don't do it.
Well, he's right.
Quit wasting our time. Quit wasting Richard's time. I mean, Richard's got the patience of a saint. I mean, he's not taking the high road here. He's taking the skyway, as far as I'm concerned. This is just ridiculous now. If people are in this much fear, and they have this many doubts.
So you guys, I guess they've been getting calls, guys.
It's only a few, but of course the few are the ones.
18
that
people.
get the airtime.
Reset password.
I just
I think they're gonna go to me next. Not sure, guys.
Side of the road, pop them in the head and move on. It's just
let's.
Absurd. It really is. And I'm through making excuses for people. It's like fine. A year ago, yeah, let's make excuses.
I understand. So just a little.
That's how I am today. Otherwise, I'm in real good shape.
Just a little bit of intel here. By the way, Art still recovering. He's just not feeling well. We've all read the stuff out there. Zimbabwe is getting ready to make announcements. China's getting ready to make announcements.
No. There's no announcements for.
Busy on his call today said that.
Hang on, guys.
He's
Sorry.
looking for the next couple of days. He's not calling it. He's looking for it for the next couple of days. He's feeling rather encouraged, which I can live with that answer. That's a great answer. I like that answer.
All right, guys.
So, that being said, Nick, my man.
Hello.
The floor is yours.
Well, I wasn't sure what Richard that was because he didn't give his last name.
That's the Richard Howard that you and your team so lovingly throw underneath the bus, saying that he's not a representative of Masters Trust.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with Paul Rosen. It wasn't Paul Rosen. Actually, it was his son Jeremy. He was pretty helpful. I mentioned, by the way, we're live streaming right now on YouTube. I've got a little chat window open so anybody listening can throw me a question in case they had one for you guys. But I had brought up a couple things with him, brought him up how the trust video says Matters Trust, and mentioned, let's see what he was saying.
You mean Masters Trust, not Matters.
Well, that's the thing. I had brought that to his attention that the channel name is Matters Trust. I wasn't sure why, because you would think he would put it under Masters Trust because it would be much easier to search. But I'm looking at it right now and it says Matters Trust.
Okay.
But anyways,
Right.
I'm going to email Jeremy Rosen about that. I already told him about that. But no, we had a good conversation, a pretty long conversation. I took a good amount of notes. and I had brought up a few things about him, about why the word trust didn't even come up on the Rosen and Rosen site. And he says, well, I said, it just brings up some questions, and he answered some things about that. He says, okay, well, there's Master's Trust, and then there's My Master's Trust, and he says My Master's Trust is just another independent agent. Now, I'm not sure which one Richard Howard is, because there's a Richard Howard, and then there's a Richard Ronald Casey, so there's all these different Richards. So it gets a little discombobulated, if you know what I mean. Trying to find out who everybody is. So,
well, Richard Howard is an authorized representative of Masters Trust out of California. Then you have Marcus Lobley. That's probably not how it's pronounced, his last name. He's over there in your area out of Phoenix.
Sure.
Richard Stinson is the CPA in Texas. Who else would you like to know?
Well, let me see what we got here. Well, I was given the name Richard Ronald because I asked what Richard's last name was. This was another Richard, and he said he's out of Dallas, Texas. And Jeremy Rosen said his name is Ronald, Richard Ronald.
Okay.
Okay. Well, his name's not Richard Ronald. It's Richard Ronald Casey. So I wasn't sure why Jeremy Rosen didn't want to disclose that, or maybe he wasn't completely sure. But I've just been doing some research about Richard Ronald Casey, and I brought up.
My question is this a scam?
The way you guys are, the way you guys are pushing it, I would say yes. Talking about Zimbabwe and assets and putting them into a trust before some revaluation, that was, and I spoke to Jeremy about that, and he was kind of on the fence. He didn't really want to give me any clear answer because I was trying to get him to just flat out say, I said, do you believe in this? Do you not? And he wasn't really. He was trying to avoid it, but he said with regards to the Dinar, he said if agents, so I guess that'd be Richard Howard, he said if agents want to state their opinion about the Dinar, he says a couple agents actually purchased Dinar, they believe it's going to revalue, but he says the main representation that the agents, including Richard Howard, is supposed to be making is how the trust works. So this is coming from Jeremy Rosen of the Rosen firm. So Richard Howard is not supposed to be talking about revaluation. And
so you're in agreement with what's said so far, that
correct.
The way Richard Howard is presenting it is the way the trust operates.
I don't agree completely. I don't think he should even be bringing up a currency speculation into this trust. I don't. And Jeremy Rosen seemed to be very cautious about that as well when I spoke to him on the phone. He didn't think that the agents, the independent agents, were supposed to be representing the firm that way, not even necessarily the firm, but even master copyrights. They shouldn't be mentioning any kind of currency revaluation, excuse me.
Well, we're on the same page that it is a tax deferment type of trust. I mean, I hate to turn this into a trust call and bring you in here, but
yeah, I know.
We're just going to get all this. This is all going out in the open. But other than that, Nick, how is it a scam the way that we're representing it and presenting it?
I don't think you guys should be telling people about this is imminent, this is going to happen, and you have to get your trust. I mean, that's kind of the way the Dinar companies were using the gurus to pump. They were saying it's going to happen next week. I actually spoke to Frank Bell from Sterling Currency Group, and he said anytime Tony would mention this stuff, same thing would happen. The phone lines would light up, and he was almost trying to make it sound like it was a bad thing because he didn't have enough callers. But I said, well, isn't that your point of your business, is to get more people to call you? I said, so I would think if people think this revaluation is about to happen, then they would probably try to put their assets in a trust. But like I said, Jeremy Rosen, he can't really speak for his father. I'd have to speak to his father independently. Did not really want to get into the Dinar or the Dong or anything like that. He just said that the independent agents are not supposed to be representing the trust in that particular sense. But I also, like I said, I mentioned to him that was quite interesting that they never even mentioned it on their site, the word trust. You'll find the word trust once on the Rosen and Rosen firm site, and it'll just say something to the effect of, you can trust us. I think is actually what it says, because I do advanced Google searches. So.
Your buddy Nash there, and I think you agree with him, it's a statement out there that the people that have put $500 down can pretty much kiss that money goodbye because post RV they're not going to get their product. Is that true?
Get what product?
Is that what you're saying?
Get what product?
The Master's Trust. Master's Trust.
I can only talk to a couple people, and I'm not even going to mention names, who have said that they've had some issues getting a hold of, let's see, Richard, looks like, who was it? Well, maybe we shouldn't bring up the personal issues, but they've been having trouble getting a hold of these people after they've started the paperwork. It's probably something you and I should talk about off air, but yeah, I mean, I'm coming across a whole bunch of stuff, and then your buddy George Wages decided to delete all this Facebook stuff. I mean, we're looking at it right now. His live Facebook page is here, and I don't know what happened. Maybe because I called him with TNTBS, and I think we freaked him out. He deleted all of his Facebook stuff, but I mean, you know, not before we saved it. Of course, we've got it all.
That brings up another question. Why are you harassing people?
We're trying to get to the bottom of this. What's happening?
Okay, so how is a person that operates the donate button? Why would you do that to him?
I'm trying to understand who
harassing him.
We're trying to understand who he is and why did he go run and hide all of a sudden just because he got ID'd. It's very interesting. He deleted his whole Facebook page, but like I said, we archived it. I just don't understand if these guys are operating legitimately. Why are they hiding?
Why do you hide behind a Google number that you have to announce yourself when they call you before you'll answer?
You don't have to announce. You don't have to. You could give a fake name. I still answer. I didn't have it set up that way. People can call me however they want.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, but is this trust a scam?
No,
That's
the trust.
way
No,
you
the
put
trust.
it out on
Oh
your
no.
website.
Let's just face it. The trust. There's a real thing called a trust. That there are trusts available, and Rosen, they are a reputable law firm.
Trust. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm looking at some court documents on the Master's Trust, the Master's Spendthrift Trust, and there's quite a number of court documents about it, and it looks like Rosen were part of this court document here. I don't know if you're aware of that, but there's some court document here about the Master's Spendthrift Trust, and I haven't gone through the whole thing. But here's the deal. Yes, it's a real trust. The scam is the way it's being pushed, that people need to get their Zimbabwe dollars, which are completely worthless, and you guys know this, into a trust.
Hold on. We're not saying just Zimbabwe. We're saying currencies.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the plan is? That people are going to put their currency in this trust, a revaluation happens, and they're not going to be taxed, or they're going to be tax exempt? Because the basic
tax deferment. How many times?
Tax deferment.
It's a tax deferment.
Okay. Well, Jeremy Rosen did not like that. Let's just say that he did not think that the agents should be putting it out that way. So maybe he's not aware of this. Maybe he's not aware. Or maybe he wasn't aware. Maybe he's aware now. But from what he told me personally, he did not think that the agents were representing that properly, that they should not be doing that. That you can promote a trust, but to be promoting this revaluation, that's very speculative, and it's being investigated, as you well know.
Oh,
I think that's a bad. Bad business practice.
And George didn't delete his Facebook. He just turned it private. That's why you can't see it.
I know.
Jerry, am I live right now?
Yeah, you're live.
Okay. My involvement when I first got involved with Master's Copyrights, and by the way, just so you know, who is this, Nick?
Yep.
Who I am. I'm Richard Howard.
Okay.
Not hiding from anybody. Sometimes I'm more difficult to get a hold of than other times, but there's always plenty of ways to get rid of me. The phone is probably not the best way.
Right.
But I get up at 4 or 5 o'clock and I answer emails. I'll make phone calls. My first involvement with Master's Trust had nothing to do with currency. It had my acquisition of it. My acquirement of my trust was for currency. That's my business.
Sure.
Not anybody else's business. And I know what the trust offers because I did my due diligence in the beginning, just like everybody's doing their due diligence. So I've had trusts that were set up for car collections. I've helped set up trusts for stock options, real estate, a lot of things. One day, I get a call, and I don't know, Jerry, if I'd ever actually talked to you before, but I know that we had known of each other. And it was a Saturday, and he said, we've got enough people that are interested in trust, and they've got a lot of questions. Would you do a call late on Saturday? I said, sure, let's go do it. And I didn't know, quite frankly, what I was getting myself in for. I just said, I'm going to be on a conference call. Boom. So the conference call that I was on with Jerry, it just happened to be that it was people that own currency. So when I talk, I don't judge. I don't think you'll find anyone that I've told to go out and buy any currency. I haven't. People ask me all the time, what do I think is going on? And I just say, I absolutely take a neutral position. I don't know what's going on. And I truly don't anymore. I thought I've known that several times. And so when I give people examples of this, because they are coming to me, because it's not because I'm approaching anybody, I just let the information out and they can come back to this.
Sure.
But the way that this trust is written, it will defer. This is going to be, and I would have thought that you would have paid attention to what I said earlier and maybe remembered that, because the way it's written, the trust is written, it is the deferment of capital gains. The way it's written, the laws that it complies with, and I can quote the rules. Title 26, subparagraph 643 of the IRS code. Mm-hmm. So I know it's not, and I know how to read it. These are smart lawyers. This thing started back in the 50s and the 60s with oil and gas royalties. It's been around, and now the subject du jour is the currency. Well, okay, I wasn't going to get very many car collections on the Wingit call, so it all just started being currency. But you won't find anybody that I pump to go out and either buy currency, because I don't talk about it. I use the currency as an example of why they're coming to us for the trust. I've had people that have, in fact, because I come on and say, be careful. Not be careful, that's the wrong thing. Be aware that you may have things going on in your life that are real situations that getting your trust and not just the deposit may help you. And I've had clients that have done that. I sat through the seminar with Dallas Richard, and there's just too many Richards. That's the problem. There's too many Richards.
Yeah.
So he and you wouldn't last 5 minutes with him in a trust call about this trust. So this trust is very well written. If someone is told Jeremy Rosen, and I generally don't talk to him, I can at any time, but I just don't. No one, me especially, I'm not pumping currency, but I will absolutely use the currency as an example where someone is coming to me with that owns currency to protect their assets, and it will do that. But it will also protect other things. So no one's pumping anything here. So, and I don't know the issue. I can't figure out the issue because you won't answer Jerry's question about whether this trust is a scam. Because people met me. There are people who met me. Apparently someone told me there's a picture on the internet of me. God, I hope that's not, because that scares it. If I look that bad, I'm a whole lot prettier than that picture, apparently. And people have met me. And I'm, if I want to do how I want to do things, somebody questioned that, why would I give them my Gmail account? Well, there's a reason for that. It's a business reason. And if people are sending me things, I'm on my computer all the time, and I want to be able to see things that come in. That's my business, not anybody else's business. So people can get a hold of me, but if they're attempting to get a hold of me by phone all the time, I may get back to them that day. I may get back to them later. Don't know. Just do the best I can.
Okay, Richard, you're the one who put up that video with Paul Rosen talking about the Masters Trust, right?
Did I put it up?
Correct.
No, the law firm.
No. Somebody else in the law firm did that.
I spoke to Jeremy Rosen. He says they don't have a YouTube channel. He doesn't know who's in charge of the marketing. He doesn't do that. He's not very computer savvy. Is basically the way he spoke to me about that. Now the video was just put up August 2nd, Richard. It's got your name, it's got your phone number, and your email address. Who put the video up?
It was, and where do you say it is? Because I'm curious. I'm asking that.
Paul, I got it up right now.
My name is Paul Rosen.
Do you hear this?
And I am the senior partner of the Rosen and Rosen Law Firm.
Okay, you didn't. Could
the
you?
one on Masters Trust was put up by the law firm. Which one are you talking about is not at the right place?
Okay, let's
based
see.
On YouTube?
Let's see.
I want to know that. I legitimately want to know that.
Okay, let's check.
Yes, I did it. I did pay.
Mm-hmm.
I paid to have that put up, and if it's the wrong place, I want to know about it.
Okay, let's be sure. So, Masters Trust is your site, correct? MastersTrust.com.
Masters Trust is not my site. It's the law firm's site.
Okay, the law firm owns Masters Trust. Okay. Let me explain.
It's Masters Copyrights. That website is owned by Jeremy Rosen, either through the law firm or Masters Copyrights LLC.
Okay.
That's just it. They own the law. They don't own it. I don't own it.
Right. I had a conversation with Jeremy Rosen. I even asked him one of the last one of the last things I said to him was about if I wanted to get the trust from either your father or your law firm rather than going through an individual. I said, I don't know if you call them agents. Is there a way to call you, meaning Jeremy, directly or buy it from your father if he's available? And Jeremy said, no, it would need to be through Masters Copyrights, which is that site, masterstrust.com. He says, but if you want to talk to somebody, he said, speak to a Richard Ronald. He said that name was Richard. He said the last name's Ronald. It's actually Richard Ronald Casey. So are you familiar with Richard Ronald Casey?
Yes.
I'm not. Well, I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Because he was mentioned in some documents, some court documents related to the Masters Trust, and that was another case with Masters Spendthrift Trust. Now, the trust.
Do you want to know the story? Do you want to know the story?
No, we're not.
That's not relevant.
Okay.
That's not relevant right now. But
it is. Yes, it is. Yes,
okay.
It is relevant. But we won't get into it, Jerry, if you don't want to. It is absolutely relevant.
Okay. Well, regarding the video that's improperly labeled, it's on masterstrust.com, and there's a link that says Trust Video. And when you go to it, it's got the YouTube embed where it says Trust Video. But when you click it, you can click it. It'll take you to the YouTube channel directly, and it's Paul Rosen speaking for about 2 minutes. But the channel name is Matters Trust and not Masters. So if I need to contact Jeremy, he already gave me his personal email. I'll contact Jeremy Rosen about that. But that was also suspicious because it has your name right here. So
it is. I did that, but now I'm concerned because it's at the wrong heading, and I'm going to get to the bottom of that. I did that. I had permission to do that. I certainly did it.
Okay.
But if it's at the wrong place, that's a valid. But it's not suspicious. It's just at the wrong place, for God's sake.
Okay, perfect. Because Jeremy Rosen said he wasn't.
Yeah,
he said he wasn't. He didn't know about that because I said the video says Matters Trust and he didn't understand. So
trust me, I don't do anything without talking.
It's probably just a typo error, Nick.
Right.
You're making a mountain out of a molehill. So in the end, the reason you're doing this is to hold everybody accountable for what you think is a wrong. That people are being wronged in the community about this being a scam.
Hang on,
because you're saying hold on here. Give me just a second. Let me get over here because
I'm trying to find out where the scam is. That's what I would like to know. I'd like for Nick to be able.
Well, I've got somebody. Hold on, just a second. Let me see if I can get him on the line real quick. All right. Am I even still connected?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Let me see if I can get a hold of this guy. Hang on just a sec.
Yeah, because over on
Hey,
here we go.
Is that who I think it is?
TNTBS. What's off, everybody?
Okay, now hold on. Nick,
Yes, sir.
I don't have a problem as long as he acts professional.
Okay,
I
TNTBS.
will act professional.
Yeah, there we go.
I will act professional.
Okay, because we're not going to have any cussing or
No,
any swearing.
no cussing from me. None at all.
And none from either.
So how you guys doing?
Good. So over here in Nazara, you say you've got Gary Gumpy McGuire Masters Trust scam alert from Richard Howard. Are you sure it's the correct Richard Howard that you've got?
Nasara? What are you talking about, Nasara? I don't follow Nasara.
This page exposes the scam to provides a link to help you do your own research. I'm sure that you sent it to Nazara over there.
I don't know. No,
to the
listen.
Republic blog spot.
Nasara who? I don't follow that. Is that New Age stuff? I don't follow any of that. I'm a Christian. I don't follow that New Age going to the planet Neptune stuff. Maybe TNTBS knows about that. I don't know anything about that nonsense.
Yeah, it's a little far-fetched
anyway,
for me. I don't get into that.
No, there's a lot of people who are out. And it's not just myself and TNT, but there's a bunch of us. So I don't know who posted it, but definitely wasn't us.
So you've made many allegations that once the money is paid, you'll never see your product, and we won't be here post RV, all kinds of stuff. What's going on with that, and why would you do something like that without doing a lot of investigation first? Have you actually been to the Masters? Have you actually been to the Masters Trust website?
I've done tons of investigation. Oh yeah, I added out. You remember old Winston Pfeiffer, old TNT, DC? I found him. You know, I'm very good at what I do.
So the
background
question
investigation.
So the question stands after reading the Masters Trust website and the trust that's listed in there with all
I see
of
what
the
you're trying to
IRS
do.
codes.
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to twist everything. You're trying to twist everything.
No.
Yeah, you are.
How am I trying to twist it?
Because
I'm trying to understand why I'm trying to understand how exactly are people being scammed, because I don't understand it.
Okay, you guys don't understand. You don't
how they
understand
are.
it. Okay, you don't understand it. That's
No.
fine.
Okay, so
TN
we're
okay.
going to take this in short spurts, everybody. So Richard and I will be quiet.
Gary, have you not seen the FBI report about the Iraq Dinar scam on my Twitter page?
For what?
It's right up front. You go right there, and it tells you exactly from the Federal Bureau of Investigations exactly what to do at the point. The minute people have talked you into buying Dinar, just like Tony Renfro, same way, same thing. And Winston, the minute I exposed him and called his wife, Winston took off running. He dumped Tony and left. Shortly after that, I said there was going to be a sting, and Sterling is next.
Yeah.
They're coming. And I'm telling you, it's so easy to prove you wrong. Just federal documents can prove you wrong. But don't go by hearsay. You got boots on the ground.
Hold.
You got boots on the ground. I've heard you say that 100 times.
You better be able to
Richard,
back
hold
up
on.
your allegations if you get a visit from the FBI. That's
let me
all
ask-
I'm
let me
saying.
ask a
That's
question.
all I'm saying.
Let me ask a question. Just a quick question to clarify. How is this pumping Dinar? I don't get it.
We're not pumping. You guys
people
keep
listen-
twisting our words. We're not saying you're pumping Dinar.
No, this guy said that there's FBI because we're responding to people who have it.
What
We're
in the very beginning, when you first started, what was your whole groundswork? Revalue of what? Say it. Iraq Dinar. Now you won't say Iraq Dinar because the government, the feds are listening. Now you're going to go to the Zim.
Back in the beginning of what?
What do you mean the beginning of what? Every person was saying it from WSOM and then you, Tony, everybody, all you people was with the Intel guru. Look at your site, for crying out loud.
Scott,
it basically is telling you how to invest money, and this is one. You get RV calls all day long.
Okay, I just
You
muted
get
you. So I'm
RV
going to
calls
unmute you.
all
So
day
just
long.
Stop and breathe for a second.
okay, hold on. I was saying, great, Scott.
Okay. So let me say this. We have always talked about the revalue of the dinar. Even Ray talks about it. And I even asked Nick, do you own currency? And he said, yes, I do. So he's also in it about the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. But the question goes back to, how is this trust a scam, and how are we pumping?
We're not pumping any currency. What is this trust
We're talking about
in
it.
detail? What does it cover? Tell me what it covers in detail. What does it cover? What are you protecting?
The trust?
Poor people. Yeah, what are you protecting? What currency, particularly, are you telling these people that it will protect? Which currency are you telling them it will cover?
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing, TNTBS. If they don't have currency and they don't have assets, why are they getting a trust? That's the question.
Exactly. Why is this letter going out?
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So one of the many functions, of this trust is asset protections from foreign currency if you have some.
Okay.
Your assets,
exactly which
no matter
one?
what it is.
Okay. No matter which one it is, correct?
FBI's listening.
But we're on to the wrong subject here. Just hang on a second.
No, this is the whole part of the call. It's the trust fund.
I'm muted him for just a second.
Okay, let me.
TNTBS, they're just going to talk while we're muted, I guess. I don't know.
I almost wish that I had been asked to be on a real estate call with real estate investors.
Yeah.
Rather than currency. I wish
people don't need trusts if they don't have assets.
That would be a wise thing to do.
How to use the trust in business. A conference call there.
Listen to them trying to cover this up.
The first, because I had people
TNTBS.
that use this trust for asset
Real
protection,
community engagement says this is hilarious.
It's the same.
I agree.
People do buy the trust.
Wasn't ready for this, was he?
In fact, the tax advantages that the trust
afford.
So people have talked to me. I've done seminars on real estate. I've done seminars on foreign currency. I've done real estate on collectibles. Seminars, rather. I've done many different ones. This one just happens to be foreign currency, so it doesn't really make any sense to use the example of what the trust can do to talk about real estate on a call that was started because people had a common
you hearing this, TNTBS?
Commonality.
Yeah, it's just like Winston. It's just like DC.
Yep.
Winston, same thing.
It could be about real estate, and I'd have the same conversation about real estate. Buy real estate. But I have never said that. I've never said that about a currency. There's not anyone that will tell you that I have proposed
deflect.
Currency.
That's the name of the game, is deflect.
No, but I'm trying to tell you that it doesn't matter what the subject matter is. It doesn't matter what the asset is.
I'm still not feeling well, buddy.
This trust covers this trust
I feel
covers
even worse
everything
now.
From
that's right.
From your bank account to your Zimbabwe currency.
Bank accounts
it covers
now.
everything.
Okay, now
no,
are
we're
people
still
giving you personal information? That's what I'm. That's
So
you understand the legalization.
Now,
you
hold
understand
on.
the legalization of where I'm going. I am very good at what I do. So is Nick. And trust me, this will not last long.
No.
We took down General 64.
This
You're
is
next.
this is not going to last long. I can tell you right away.
No.
Can twist
General 64 went down, and he went down in flames.
Okay, breaking news. Breaking news.
When I say bank accounts, if you've opened up your trust with a bank, that's a bank account. All right, so it's
Rosen said,
sometimes talking
gosh,
idiots.
Not supposed to be
I think
promoting this.
We're not going to make any headway, Jerry. We're not going to make it. And I've got a lot better things to do than this.
All right.
And I'm sorry I got to this. Yeah.
Just make sure you change that video up.
Richard. All right, now Nick, Nick, you're unmuted. You might as well just mute out TNT because he won't take the time. And
he's been looking into this. No, sir, he's been looking into this just as much as I have, and I can bring anybody on because he's been researching this. He exposed Winston, DC, and I can't believe so many guys fell for that. I still hear, what was DC saying? It's Winston Feister. He exposed that. He talked to his wife, and then his wife got on the phone with him, and Winston's like, "Who is that? This is TNTBS." And after that, Winston disappeared, and he'll tell you all about that because he does that. He does investigations
I'd like to know,
just as much as I do. And we're investigating this thing right now where you guys are using these trusts as an excuse to get people to get. Excuse me. You're using the currency revaluation.
They found a loophole.
Yeah.
And the loophole is we're exposing the loophole and not understanding how much information of everybody's name that's on that list that we have.
Right.
Nick.
I'm looking at the court documents right now. Hang on.
When you have your meeting with the FBI,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be more than glad. Have them give me a phone call. They've got my email address. We'll all sit down, and I'm pretty sure at the end of this, I'm going to be on the right side of this. So
they could probably give
and
you they give you a lie detector and you would pass it because you actually believe this stuff. That's the problem. Whereas other people who are trying to defend this speculative investment with the currencies, saying they need to get the trust.
You're unmuted.
I know that. I know I'm unmuted. But the people that are buying these trusts are buying it with the knowledge that they're going to be getting a huge increase because of a revaluation. And that's not the way that Rosen & Rosen wants this to be portrayed. And I spoke to Jeremy on the phone. I'll be happy to call him up again, or maybe you guys can.
And I'll be calling him as well.
Yeah, he's going to be calling. So
they're going to put a stop to this.
they will. They do not want Richard T. Howard promoting the revalue. He does not want this. They do not want Wingit to be telling people to get trust because there's going to be a revaluation and they need to be able to structure assets, or they need to be able to have tax deferred assets. That's not what the trust was designed for.
Sterling. We'll just hand this information over to Sterling.
Well, I'm meeting him on Friday, and trust me, they want to know about the Zimbabwe revaluation. That is what they are interested in. They're not finished with the dinar, but they want to know about Zimbabwe. That is what I was told, and I'm meeting him on Friday. I wish I could record it. But the truth is coming out.
Your followers will hate us for this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
For their own good. We're doing it for their own good.
I'm probably losing followers right now as I'm doing this. I mean,
no, not you. I'm talking about Wingit.
Oh, well, they will. Oh, well, they will. But I mean,
they'll get mad at us, and it doesn't matter. We're doing it for the right reason.
I know.
We're doing it for the right reason.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Wait, he muted. He's still not on it. He's gone.
Nick.
Hello.
Nick.
Yeah.
Hello. Why's your website down?
What website?
Your Dinar Daily.
No, that's not. See, there he goes. I told you, TD.
They
all think I own that site. Oh my gosh, I don't own that site. 4Emotion is down. Okie Oilman 2 is down. 4Emotion is the hosting provider for all of those Dinar forums. They are down right now. It has nothing to do with me.
You know why? I can tell you exactly why. It's right here. It's posted on Twitter.
There we go.
It's posted right here on Twitter. She said, "Hi everyone." She, get it? It's not Nick. She, "Hi everyone. The forum is down. Currently is doing a system update.
Anyway,
may be unable to access Dinar Daily for a little while."
I do not own Dinar Daily. I do not own it.
Nick, after you've had your chat with the FBI, please email me. Love to hear about it. You know where I'm at. You know where Jeremy Rosen is.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're on the losing end of this, buddy.
The Rosens are fine. The Rosens are fine. The Rosens are doing a good job. It's the independent agents that are the ones who are probably going to be in trouble. And if they haven't stopped what they're doing, then they will. Because when they get that call saying, "Are you promoting this because of a currency investment?" then that is where the scam is. You can't be pushing. Trust packages are completely legal. The one that Rosen & Rosen provides is a perfect example of a good trust. However, when it's promoted for these reasons of structuring assets, asset deferment, asset protection, that's the problem.
Can I ask you why there's a $500 deposit with a $4,500 balance payout?
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what they're asking.
This is coming from my. Yeah, this is on my. I'm getting questions right now, Jerry. I'm getting questions right now on my feed. This is being broadcast live over YouTube, and I've got questions.
I mean, $500 deposit. Can you imagine? This is exactly what the Generals was doing before they went down. You know, it's the same thing. It's just they found a loophole. They're asking $500 deposit with an RV if they pay the balance of $4,500. I mean, can you see what I'm talking about? This is absolutely insane.
Richard Ronald Casey. I don't know why he didn't tell me. Why do you say the name was Richard Ronald? It's Richard Ronald Casey. People should research that name.
I got kicked off my own call.
Whoa.
Auburn, you're on mute. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Hi, Nick.
Hello.
Okay, I just want, we got to settle down here because there is no peace here. Okay, just listen for a second. First of all, you are on the Wingit call. We are not talking about Tony and Winston or anybody else. What Jerry's trying to tell you is what he stands for.
The Zimbabwe revaluation,
that you have done, you have to pick for. Have you priced trust? That's the first question. The second question is, did this guy push his trust on anybody? No, he didn't. It is just another way for us to protect ourselves that is being offered. It has never been pushed. The master trust is not a scam. So now let's look at this whole thing.
The master's trust isn't a scam. The way it's being promoted is where the line has to be drawn. Do you not agree?
Right.
Sweetie, that's
right.
That's one opinion to another.
I will say this again. The master's trust itself is not a scam.
Hi, Nick. Let me finish just for a sec.
Okay.
The point is,
Kool-Aid.
we are all researching.
Kool-Aid.
Can you mute him?
Sorry, you gotta mute me. I'm sick, but I'm laughing. It's making me feel better. Sorry.
I bet it is. But this just
My
shows
name's
who
not
you are.
him. It's TNTBS. You'll like me if you get to know me. My name's TNTBS.
He's a
It's not
sweetheart.
that.
You'd love him. You love everybody.
point
Come over to
is-
Dinar Daily. We're amazing when the site's not
This is
down.
about a global currency event. This is global. And I just
That's
feel you
targeting
guys need
the
to go
Zim.
out there and do your research more before you come on to Jerry's show,
Okay.
Half
So
Call.
are the FBI lying?
Now, you can
That's
come
it,
on
Dinar
here and
buying
you
the
can talk
Dinar.
things out by putting your big boy pants on and being able to hear what the other side is saying.
What
Or
do you
can
mean?
just act like an idiot and your behavior will just speak for itself.
Why does she say do our research? We've been
But
doing
please
our research.
understand, you're dealing with Jerry here. You're not dealing with
Gary, not Jerry. Gary.
Dizzy.
Gary.
You're not dealing with Nancy
Gary.
or Open Mike or Tony.
It's
We're not dealing with those
Garry.
We're dealing with
It's
getting to the truth and the
Garry,
bottom
not
of this
Gary.
well.
It's Gary. I already
So
found
please
Gary. I already know what he looks like, so I ain't worried
I'm
about
going to
him.
unmute him, and then we're going to take some callers here.
We've been
It's
muted?
been
Okay.
a pretty good day today. So Nick,
She
where
said
did-
to
where
do
did
our
you
own
find that lovely picture.
She said to do our own
Where did you
research.
find
That's
that
what we've
lovely
been doing.
picture for hold on. where did you find that wonderful picture for Gary McGuire?
Did I find it? I think Nash found it, actually. I don't know which one you're
cool.
talking about.
Of Gary or Jerry? Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, Nash does the artist. He's the one.
well,
He's
it-
the one who put the cupcake on my head because you called me Cupcake, which I thought was.
Oh,
I thought that was sweet. That was a sweet. Thanks for.
Where did you find that wonderful picture of Gary or Jerry McGuire with the glasses eating the barbecue and the bib on there?
Oh, Nash, where did you find that? We're on chat right now. Everybody can see this on YouTube. Nash, you're listening to the call. Where did you find those pictures? I'm pretty sure he found it.
I'm sure it's either.
I do not own Dinar Daily. That's the funniest thing. I've been accused of that like over and over again. No, he probably found it on Facebook. I'm pretty sure he found it on your Facebook page. Most likely. Yeah, because I don't think you use that as your LinkedIn page. But no, the problem is there's so many people producing so much information that sometimes you're not sure who's producing what. But no, back to what she was saying. She said to do our research. She didn't really clarify what she means to do our research. We have been doing our research.
He said Google.
Okay,
Nash
he said
Google.
He said Google. Okay. Okay, so
Well, anyway, after you've had your chat, because I'm going to go on to some of my callers. I've taken up.
oh yes, thanks a lot. Sorry guys that we took so much of the call up. Oops. All right.
So when you hear back from the FBI, you've got my email address, thewingitcall@gmail.com.
Okay.
Send me what you think. I'll be glad to share with you.
Perfect.
Yeah, I bet you will.
All right. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We hang up off of
Well,
this.
you know, sometimes.
Okay, so I hung up on the Wingit call. I can't listen to any more of that, so... Anyways,
Yeah,
hey...
well, yeah.
So, buddy, how's everything going?
Oh, doing good. Yeah, he, as soon as they heard my laugh, they immediately got, we don't like him, we don't like him.
I know.
I mean, it's an instant reaction when they either hear the laugh or the logo. They're like, oh, we don't like him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you noticed the deflection. Wow.
How long have you owned Dinar Daily? Jesus
I don't know.
Christ. Is he that stupid?
I was
My God.
So SS Smith saying, I think the FBI may just stop at Gary's house for a visit.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I literally just walked to the door and turned the computer on. I was like, "Oh my God, it's happening right now!" So
Yeah.
I jumped on the Wingit call, and then I hit the Twitter, and
Right.
I see you had posted it's live. And I said, oh, "Well, shit, I'll just jump on there and let everybody know I'm there." I was going to listen to the call.
I'm still,
I didn't realize
yeah,
we could jump in.
I'm still not feeling well. And you know what? Dinar Daily was down, and his call was supposed to start at noon. And Nash and I both saw it on the website, and then now the website says it's at whatever noon 30. So it started late for some reason or another, rather. But
Right.
we got on,
Right.
and
he
yeah.
just refuses to see the FBI notice warning. He absolutely. It's on my Twitter page. You can go right there, and it says, if any of your family members have been scammed into buying Dinar, please let us know. You or your family members or friends or siblings or anything. It goes into detail on what you need to do to the feds to turn these guys in. But
Right.
here's the thing.
There it
since
is.
Sterling got busted, and since Tony got busted,
Sure.
what they're doing now is they're not mentioning the word RV, or not RV, but Iraq Dinar, because now that's the catch-22. That's the Fed phrase, you know.
Sure.
The Feds will be looking the minute you mention it. So now they went to the dong and the zim.
Of course.
It's just a playing game, is what they're doing. They're just
Mm-hmm.
he knows exactly what he's doing.
Sure. And I can't
He knows
give.
exactly what he's
he
doing.
knows, and he keeps saying, "How is this trust a scam? How's the trust a scam?" It's not that the trust is a scam. I spoke to Jeremy Rosen, the son of Rosen. Oh, what was it? Paul Rosen. He's the guy who you see in that video. That's Matters Trust, which I even told him. I said,
Right.
Jeremy, you know that's spelled Matters Trust and not Masters. Like no, it's spelled Matters Trust. Did you understand that? And he didn't catch on. I'm like, no, really, it really is. And so I guess I have
Right.
to email him about that. But put that aside, I don't think his father would approve of this. His father's the one in this video right here saying, "Hi, I am Paul Rosen."
And I am the senior partner.
I'm listening to it live
Yeah.
on the webcast. We're making mountains out of molehills. What he's saying.
Oh, you're hearing it right now? I don't think
I'm listening to it live. It says that me and you were making mountains out of molehills.
Okay. I wonder if this is going to be, if this is recorded. Because I'm keeping my stream going. I'm recording on my other monitor, so I've got this going live right now. So everybody
Right.
who's still on chat can see it. But yeah, so the video, it says Matters Trust. It should say Masters. Here, I'll make it say Masters. I'll edit it right now. I'll make it say
Right.
Masters Trust. Here we go. There we go. Let's do this
Yeah.
real quick. There you
Yeah,
go.
the biggest
There you
thing
go.
a
Now
lot
it
of people-
says
a lot of people don't-
now it says
a lot of people
Masters
don't
Trust.
understand- A lot of people don't understand what, like example, like Sterling was doing. They were putting it basically on like a layaway.
Sure.
In other words, you give us money, you just hold it, and you pay off the amount.
Correct.
And so they would get these people committed to pay these large sums of money, of American cash,
Sure.
for this fictitious dinar that they put on layaway for them. So when it RVs, you can pay it back, and you'll be a multimillionaire. That's
Sure.
how Sterling went down.
Right. Dinar
Because they
layaway,
were-
dinar
they were
options.
just-
Yes.
Yeah, they were layaway in the dinar off.
Mhm.
Same thing. And Sterling went down like that. It went down in a ball of flames. Then next thing you know, the FBI says, look, don't get caught into this scam.
Sure.
You know, if you're going to buy some foreign currency, the dinar is real.
Yes, the dinar is real.
Fucking term multi-millionaire is the dream. That's not real. You know, you might make. Remember, I told you a long time ago. I bought Iraq dinar. I even have Iranian dinar from Iran, which is basically
Real, yeah.
worthless.
Iranian
Real,
real.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that, I've got foreign currencies of all different kinds. Now, I had some Iraq currency back in the day, back in 2004. I sold it in 2013, made $1,200.
Yeah, you
Okay,
saw
but-
it. You realized an appreciation because the value of the dinar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all I did it for, was just to make a little cash.
Sure.
I didn't buy it to become a multi-millionaire. And that's what the whole scam is, that the FBI is warning you're falling for a scam thinking you're going to become multi-billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not true. You're going to make a small little profit here and there, but nobody's going to become an overnight millionaire. And
Yeah.
that's what these guys, they thrive on people for the lust of money of becoming multimillionaires, because apparently they just never made right decisions financially. Now they're in their golden years of life, and they're like, well, maybe this is my ticket to buy out. You
Sure.
have a better chance of buying a freaking lottery than for this thing to become a, you know.
It's true.
I
It's
mean,
it's actually true. It's funny you say that, but that is true. You do have better odds with the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're better off buying a lotto from a state lotto, not the Powerball. I'm talking about a small state lottery. You know, you have a better chance of buying a state lottery than becoming a multimillionaire with waiting on the Dinar RV. But these guys prey on these people, and they find loopholes. And then hey, I got a trust fund. We take all currencies and everything else. Really? You do? No, I don't. Rosen does. Well, Rosen said, no, we're not into that.
Yeah,
I don't
Rosen.
know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah. If I have to reiterate it again.
So who's lying?
Yeah.
Right.
Jeremy Rosen. Like, let me read you what I said to him. Let me find it one more time, where I said to him about the dinar. Let's see what he said. And I see this one was about Richard T. Howard. I said, are you aware Richard is... This is my call to Jeremy Rosen. I said, the Wingit call is related to the Iraqi dinar investment. Jeremy Rosen says, yeah, I think, Marcus, there might be another one of those forums, phone numbers regarding the dinar. And then he says, is there a specific question? And I talk about these packages. And he says, our trust. I mean, the agents are only supposed to discuss, and we say what we've authorized them to talk about. A lot of it's on the website regards to the dinar, and I don't make representation. He says, this is Jeremy Rosen. He was talking about, with regards to dinar, theoretically, if the dinar were to hit tomorrow and the money was in there, then, yeah, it would be good that not have to pay capital gains tax or whatever tax advantages you're looking for the protection you were. And then it got a little garbled. But he was saying we sell trust to businesses, and we have other kinds of trust. But I even mentioned in there, like, how this would help. How this would help regular people. And you know what he said?
Right.
If for regular currency investors, if you're going to get a trust, you better have some assets. You better have some kind of a cash flow, or you better have something to protect. If you don't have anything, if you're living out of a mobile home, and you own dinar, you don't need to get asset
hell,
protection.
if you want a trust fund, goes maybe one of your local banks will do it for you.
Right. And
you can put your own money into that instead of, we need a $500 deposit, and all this. Come on, it's Rosen. I'm telling you, when the heat's on them, they're going to say, you know what, this ain't worth it. They're going to back out.
I think they will.
So they're going to lose their little trust fund. They're going to blame it on us.
So
and that's fine,
yeah.
because we're protecting people.
So listen, on the Wingit call, there's that donate button. You click the donate button, it brings up the donate to G Wages at SBC Global. Everybody knows this.
Exactly.
You do a Google search for SBC Global, and there it is right there. The Wingit Wages donate. It's coming up. All you do is Google the guy's email address. It comes right up. The Wingit Wages.
And it goes straight to George.
Now this is George Wages. Now look at this. This was this is an archive from 4 days ago. Look at it now. He deleted his tweets, guys. Why did he delete his tweets? He's just got the 404. See, I'm in tweets and replies. It says one tweet. Look at it again. Trust call, go good, bam. And then he deleted those tweets, and now all he's got is 40404.
Because he doesn't want his name seeing trust call, go good, like question mark.
I know.
Did it go good? Like, how much money did we get today?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, yep. And the thing of it is when we expose these fools and people start to realize what's going on, they're going to end up in the long run, a year from now, the people that are absolutely hardcore believers, they're going to look back and say, dang, these guys,
right.
they were way ahead of the scam. They were way ahead of the scam. They
Sure.
seen this for coming. There's the FBI, yeah.
Okay.
And they see this coming.
All right.
So, and that's what I feel good that we're trying to warn people. Don't give these idiots $500 freaking deposit.
Right.
It's just don't do it. Don't fall for that mess.
Yeah, don't fall for it. I'm reading over some of the chats. Let's see what some of the chats say. Let me scroll back just a little bit here.
Yeah, I was reading something, and I walked out. Give me a cup of coffee.
Okay. I didn't have my coffee yet. I was just... Okay, let's see. All right, we got a bunch of it. Now you support the info blackout on trust by your opinion about currency valuation changes. Jew and Greek. The trust is sold on the pretense that a revaluation will produce a windfall. So that shrill-voiced man is going to position himself as the ultimate filter of what people get to hear and think. They talking about you? Hey, Nick.
I see somebody's trying to call. What it is? Somebody's beeping, but I'm not going to get it. Sorry, I'll get it later.
Okay.
I walked away from the computer. Okay.
If anybody on chat right now, anybody on chat wants me to call them and bring them on board, email me. Don't put your or just, you know what, don't mention your phone number, but just say call me in chat and I will call you. But if you have my email, it's nickg@globalcurrencyreset.net. I'll put it up there.
Yeah.
I just want to go through the chat real quick, see what people are saying. Because here's the thing, Wingit doesn't do that. Wingit doesn't have a chat. Dave Schmidt just started doing his chat. Nash Rambler. Hey, Nick.
Oh, Dave Schmidt. Oh, poor guy.
Here's my video that talks about the recognition.
A huge beggar. I thought Tony was bad, but he is. He begs.
Yeah.
A lot. He's got the Pam syndrome.
Oh yeah.
I gotta pay my bills.
And then S.S. Smith, why do they say not to mention foreign currency when you go to bank to set up trust bank accounts? We're still recording, guys. Oh, there's still 22 people on board. And then let's see, what is this? Us Here? Who's Us Here? It's got 0 followers. It's like a brand new account. What is this? This channel has no content. Us Here is saying the bottom. What is it? The trust is valid and said it's a wonderful.
That's somebody from. That's probably somebody from the old. Yeah, that's probably somebody over from the.
It says is a wonderful shield against huge capital gains tax. Oh, that's funny. That's exactly what Jeremy Rosen was saying about the taxes. What about capital gains? And then Us Here says the bottom line is you want to be able to filter what others hear. SS, they don't want you to mention the scam currencies. And we want to filter out scammers. If I want to buy 6 months of food supply, are you going to call the sellers of that food a scam? Oh, deflection again. That's a complete deflection. People are always going to eat their food. So if you buy 6 months storable foods, if somebody on a call is saying you should buy storable foods, that's actually good advice. What's wrong with buying storable foods? But somebody says you should buy this trust because if the dinar revalues, you're going to get less. What? You can't promote a trust that way. You cannot promote. No. This person is serious. They're trying to deflect from the whole point of the call.
It's an analogy, Nick. He says it's an analogy.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me scroll down a bit. Why would you purchase a trust from someone on the internet? Go meet with a trust attorney face to face. That's SS Smith.
Exactly.
I like that.
If you're going to do something like that and you really think it's going to revalue, just do it with someone else. Except these guys. These guys are nothing but hacks. They want your money.
Right.
You know. Somebody asked me. Somebody said, "Is there a refund?" I did see that. We should have asked them about that refund.
Yeah. Oh, it's an analogy. Okay. Papa Bear Mark, dude, why do you got to do that? Goodbye.
Papa Bear, come on, man.
I'm blocking it,
right.
dude. I don't. Yeah. I got rid of. I banned him.
Oh, yeah, that's Mark.
Papa Bear Mark, if you got cojones, give me a call. My number's out there. Just find it. Give me a call. Just Google my name. I don't try to hide.
Right.
Just when I'm sick, which is probably like right now. You should be looking into Zap. Oh, Zap. We're gonna go into
Mark,
Zap.
Don't come up cussing and everything. Just we're trying to have a legitimate discussion.
Oh, we are.
And I know. Well, I know, but see, Mark got really mad at Tony for a while there, and I don't blame him. A lot of people got mad at Tony. And me and Mark have talked through the emails and stuff. But he's really mad at Tony, and I understand.
Right.
He fell for it. A lot of people did. And that was the whole reason why. That's where I came up with my name, TNTBS.
Right.
Which basically was TNT Tony Dinar was TNT bullshit. Bull crap.
Yeah.
Shit, but I don't want to cuss, but that's the whole reason why I came up with the name TNTBS. Because TNT Tony was nothing but BS. And that's literally, and we proved him right, and he went to prison for his 14 Daily Plus, which you now own.
I know.
That's so great.
Hey, I'm gonna be bringing on a guest in just a second.
Okay.
I'm giving our special. Should I do an announcement? And now let's get ready for our special guest on the conference call. Maybe I should just do voiceovers. Okay.
Ray Flores, Martin. He said, "Hey Nick, it's me, from PR."
That's the gentleman who told me what was happening. Hey, thanks. Ray was the one who called me up. You remember that call where he said that he had a relative who got into the private currency exchange and got scammed? That was it. I'm gonna bring on our special guest. Let's just have a little group call. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Add to group call. Boom. Here we go. Oh, I love this. Special guest is getting ready to pick up.
Hello? Hello?
Who is this?
All right, let me turn up my Skype settings a little bit. I think everybody can hear you. All right. Okay, guys. Now I got the volume up. We can hear you. All right, special guest. What are your thoughts? What is your thoughts on the deflection tactics of the Wingit call?
Excuse me. This is Sam I Am. It reminds me of what the gurus have always said about the dinar. How is the dinar a scam? It's a deflection. It's a diversionary tactic. The currency itself is not the scam. The way it's being sold is the scam. It's like if you sell somebody beans so they can go home and cook them, that's legit. If you sell somebody beans so they can plant them and grow a beanstalk up to the sky, and you jack the price up, that's a scam.
Right.
The beans aren't the scam. The sales pitch is the scam, because people aren't going to pay $50 for beans.
And the dealers and the brokers are doing the 20-30% markup, and on buyback, same thing, 20% less.
Right.
So they're making money on both ends.
Right. It's the way it's sold. Sure.
Right.
A trust is a legitimate protection for your assets, but this trust is sold based upon a fraudulent revaluation. And that's not me saying that. That's the Department of Justice.
AKA the FBI for people who don't know.
Yeah, the DOJ, in their indictment of the BH Group, they said these guys were representing the currency reform plan as a revaluation, and it's not. It's a redenomination. So they were misrepresenting that currency reform plan. That's fraud.
Right.
And that was in the DOJ's indictment of the BH Group. So that's, like I said, that's not me saying that. It's DOJ. Now, another thing I want to bring out is they have a deposit on this. And then the balance is paid off after the RV, supposedly, which is never going to happen. How is that different from Rudy Conan's hedge fund, when people paid $750 for a seat on the hedge fund based upon a windfall that was going to occur with the revaluation that never occurred?
Right.
Okay.
It's speculation. It's speculation.
Yeah, but they're trying that diversion of saying, hey, it's just, it's just currency. It's just a hedge fund. No, it's fraud. It's misrepresentation. Currencies do not revalue by enough to make anybody rich.
Never happened in history.
Nope.
Exactly.
Nope.
And they're taking advantage of the uninitiated.
Don't forget, Sam. They use the old famous Kuwait revalued theirs.
Okay,
no, they didn't.
I'll bring up that. Let's bring up that article right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they always say, well, Kuwait they made their money revalued, and a lot of people got rich. Nobody knew about it, but they're not going to get away with this time because we're going to buy the Iraq dinar.
Right.
Like,
that was the pitch. That was the pitch that got me and Marcus in 6 years ago.
Yep.
There it is.
We were told that's what happened in Germany, and that's what happened in Kuwait.
There it is. There was never a Kuwaiti revalue. I got an article up right now. I'll scroll through it while you guys are talking.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Scott.
No, go ahead. I'm going to post the same thing, Nick, and I'm just going to post a link over here. I don't know if it'll pop up, but
Okay.
I'll post a link.
When
over
I
here for everybody
interviewed
to
John
see.
Jagerson.
Well, I'm going to do I'm going to do something else here.
Okay.
Go ahead, keep talking.
I asked him what was the largest revaluation in history, because this guy is a currency professional. I mean, he is sought out by Fortune 500 companies for his expertise on foreign exchange of currencies. Okay? He knows what he's talking about. He said the largest revaluation in history was the Chinese renminbi, which was at that point 31%. Eventually, revalued at a total of 35% before things went south in China, and then they started devaluing again. But, and he said that took over 5 or 6 years for them to do that. They were incrementally revaluing the currency because of foreign pressure, by the United States. We told them, if you don't revalue your currency, we're going to impose tariffs on Chinese imports.
Right.
So, but that was the largest revaluation in history, less than 40%. And that's not even enough to cover your exchange fees for most people, unless you got in years ago when it was cheaper. So that's the scam. Revaluations of 100,000, 10,000, 100,000%, they do not happen unless people don't know that.
It's never happened in history.
Right, and they're being, and just like you and me and Marcus and thousands of other people eventually caught on that this is not the way that it works with currencies. These people that are listening and buying these trusts, they've never been taught how currency valuation works.
No.
And how revaluations work, and they're being taken advantage of because of their inexperience and naivety.
Well, let me tell you this. Why did these people who are all of a sudden buying trust, how come they never needed a trust before they started hearing these conference calls? Now everybody's rushing about trust. Like I just had a question about that other group of people, the Trust Unlimited. Their call is straight up about, it's listen right on their homepage, the leader in asset protection for the Iraqi dinar. Let me tell you something. When the FBI sees this, I'm telling you right now, bookmark this site. This site is not. I'm telling you. So I am meeting with the FBI on Friday. We are going to be discussing Zimbabwe among other currencies, and we're going to be going over some other things regarding these post-RV scams. Now, what's a post-RV scam? It's like the San Francisco post-RV thing that People's Talk Radio was doing. Now, People's Talk Radio, they started, Sam Am could probably give a little more insight, but they started from, hold on a second. They started from a group of people who were on not Planet Dinar, but they were on Dinar Vets, and then they kind of moved over to People's Dinar, and then People's Dinar broke up to People's Talk Radio, where you had Dan and Tony. Now, what people don't realize, it's a private forum, so you have to get access to it. But one of the things that they mentioned, and it's still on their site, it's kind of hidden, is this thing called a San Francisco Post RV. Now, the way it was supposed to work is you would pay $25 to be able to go to this event, this San Francisco Post RV. And I'm just going to type it in because it's actually hidden, but it's on their site. And so everybody was paying, here it is, 2 weeks after the RV, and Tony was even talking about this. And he was telling everybody that we're going to have this. Here it is, March 12, 2011. And it talks about Anderson Law Group. Now, it says non-refundable. Let me zoom in so everybody can see, know that I'm not making this up. This is a non-refundable $25 registration fee that will be charged to reserve your place. Now, this is March of 2011 when everybody was saying this was about to happen. They have not refunded people willingly. People had to demand their money through their PayPal account. So,
hey Nick, can I paste a link on chat or no?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and try it real quick. Is it working?
It said message not. Oops, removed. It removed it.
Okay. What is it, real quick?
I wonder if I do a plain text.
No, it probably won't work. You might. I might have to post it. It might be strange. It might be kind of strange.
Well, just go to Wikipedia. Just go to Wikipedia Kuwait Dinar.
Okay, Kuwait Dinar.
Wikipedia Kuwait Dinar, and then scroll down.
You're going to show. I know what you're going to. You're going to show the chart where it didn't revalue, aren't you?
You're right.
I knew it. I knew you were going to do that.
You scroll down, hit Wikipedia, and then hit Kuwaiti Dinar.
Okay, guys, I'm showing you it right now, but let me drop it in the chat. Can somebody verify that link is clickable, please? That I just dropped. Somebody just say yes.
Let me see. I'm clicking it right now.
Yeah.
It's. I'm going to open it in a new tab. Yep. You have to open it in a new tab, but there it is.
Okay, guys, so...
But, yeah, if you could show that on your screen, that'd be great.
Sure. Do you want to discuss this?
You scroll down, and then, there you go. Click it, and there it is.
Okay.
There it is, right there.
So look around here when Iraq invaded Kuwait. This was it right here. It was around February of 1990, and you can see there was a little decrease right here, and it went back up. Actually, this would have been an increase in value. No, that's a decrease in the value of the Kuwaiti dinar, then went right back up. But look at it real quick. It went from 295 to 290, then went back up to 300. So
Right.
percentage-wise, what was that? It was not a huge percent, guys. So
yeah, that's not a multi-millionaire overnight.
You guys
Tony
okay.
Tony Renfro pushing Dinar. That's exactly what he was using, that reference.
Yeah,
he was using that reference.
Look right here, guys.
And all people had to do was just look it up, and you'll see it. It is, people were lying when they were saying it revalued. People became millionaires overnight, and nobody knew it. And now it's our turn because we're going to do the Iraq Dinar. It was a lie. I posted that on Tony's call several times.
Right.
Back when he was doing his calls, and he hated seeing that link. He absolutely hated it.
Well, because this is what they based everything on. If they didn't base it on that, 13303, which has nothing to do with currency speculation or investment.
Right.
Then they bring up the Kuwait. So if you destroy those two fundamental principles about why this is going to happen, then what do they have to stand on? What
the global currency reset. That's their last resort.
Right. Hey, Nash is saying they're still talking about barbecue sauce and meatballs after we hung up on him.
Yeah. U.S. here says anyway. He says, Nick, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to go to basically get him in another way. You have to approach him differently. Well, it doesn't matter. He's still going to hold his ground. I mean, I understand what U.S. here is saying.
Thank you, U.S. here. Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying that you have to approach him differently, and Nick did. You did. The last call, you approached him differently. You had facts and figures right in front of him, and he didn't know he just ham-hauled. He don't know how to answer you.
Right.
And then he realized, well, damn, Nick's actually pretty smart about that. He sounds like a smart guy. I just wish he wouldn't be such an asshole. It's like, he's not. I'm the asshole, not Nick.
Oh, man.
I am. I will tell you that.
No, they used to call me names, too. You know, they had all kinds of terms of endearment for Sam I Am.
Well, remember me, my site getting a hit with all that fake traffic? What was that about?
Yep.
Was that just a random thing? It was a very carefully orchestrated on 3 YouTube videos and 3 pages on my site. By the way, I don't know if I showed anybody this. Did you guys know the Wingit has a 43% on Twitter audit that they have 2,818 fake followers?
Wow. I didn't audit them, but I should have.
Well, you should have. Yeah, they're pretty fake, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah. But like Dinar chat voted by #1 Dinarius, he said one day we'll see the truth and come out. I don't know if he's actually talked about the Iraq dinar, but like I said, Iraq currency is real, and that's what I always tell everybody.
Sure.
The currency is real. The Zim, well, that's not even real. That's just play money.
Right. That's
the Iraq currency is real, but there it is, 43%. Yeah. But the scam is, like everybody says, you're going to become rich overnight. That's the scam. Right. That's what the FBI is warning you about. Now, you may, like I said, I made $1,200, but I just sold mine. Now if I was like Bill Gates and I bought 40 million of it, because you remember when Tony was saying back in the day, people were cashing out.
Yep.
Back in 2013. Now, like I said, I bought $1 million and I cashed out at $1,200. But it wasn't. That was just me, a person just buying some foreign currency back in 2004.
Yeah.
Before all this guru hype stuff was going on, it's just because it was silver, gold, foreign currency, and everything else.
Yeah.
So that's when I had bought mine. Now, if I was like Bill Gates and I bought 40 million of it, well, yeah, my resale in 2013 would have been a little more.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? You pay for what you get, but the sell of it is buy $1 million and sit on it. You'll become a millionaire overnight. And that's the scam.
Right.
That's the scam. Not, I mean, there's not enough money. We're talking what 40? Well, I think the last number was it would be $43 quadrillion on the planet.
Of course.
So, there's not money doesn't exist.
No, there's not enough.
There's not even enough money to make it worth half a penny.
Right.
Exactly. And all they would do would basically hyperinflate, and they would turn right into a Zimbabwe. It would hyperinflate it. You cannot inflate currency that has no backing of. Well, we got oil. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about for it to revalue at $3. it would hyperinflate that country.
Yeah.
And the United States and the IMF was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
We're not going to allow this to happen.
Hey, watch it,
you
man.
can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't do that to it'd be like Zimbabwe. And, people are like, you just can't do it. You cannot do it. It's not there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. How many Iraqis are investing in Iraqi dinar? That's a question by Nash. Good question. Man, I want to bring him on, but I think he's at work, so I can't. SS Smith says, Gary says he's an ex-truck driver. How in the world would he have those contacts? Why would there be dinar, dong, zim for sale all over eBay? It's true. That's the best place to sell your zim is eBay.
He said he put a, you guys should see the survey I just added to our site. It asks what people spent and why they purchased more. Why they purchased more.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Is that?
And that's telling, because if you ask people why they purchased more, it's because they were fed by these puppers. That's 9 times out of 10 is why they did it.
That's true.
Did you know? Nick just said. Nash says. Do you know that the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe is eBay? Oh God, yeah. That's the reserve is eBay. That's true. That's true. But you see, when somebody pushes the Zim, that almost makes you sick to your stomach, because you can buy that play money on eBay. Right. It's ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous when somebody pushes the Zim. It's so sickening.
It's not even a currency.
You can buy
it's
it
not
on
a
freaking eBay.
It's not a currency. I know.
No, it's a novelty. It's a novelty at this point. It is. It's
at least the dinar is a legitimate currency.
Yeah.
Right.
I just dropped the
link. It's a real tangible currency. But I could go to Canada, maybe even Mexico. I don't know, but I know I can go to Canada, and I could use Canadian currencies to any car lot in America and buy it, but they're going to give me the value of that currency. You take Iraq dinar over here, and you lay down millions of Kuwait dinar to buy a car. They're going to look at you and say, "Get the hell out of here." They just won't. They're just not going to do it. It's not a recognizable currency. And then to put it on the market for $3.50. I remember, I think the highest, Tony Renfro said it was like $43. I think that was the highest he went.
Yeah, he was absolutely. I know, $43.
That's insane.
I want to bring up that whole Dinar Guru conspiracy of all that. Oh, I should have played that audio for you guys, but I don't know if you can hear it. The Adam Montana stuff caught lying. Let me see if it'll play real quick. Hold on.
All right. On the phone.
Could you guys hear that? Probably not, right?
Yeah.
You did hear that just now?
No.
Okay.
Somebody said Zimbabwe can't even get their bonds printed in Germany.
No.
I've got YouTube muted, so I can't.
Yeah, I'm just watching it. I'm watching the flash ups going up.
Okay, so what does it say here? Let's say 100 dinar holders want to know about the Master's Trust. Would you demand such information be prohibited to them in the conference call forum? Why? Well, they don't. Hold on a second. Are you talking about Dinar Daly's forum? This is us here saying this. I'm just wondering what forum.
Yeah, I
mean.
read it.
Okay. I know it wouldn't be allowed in Dinar Daily because most of the people who I know that have invested in Dinar don't have assets to begin with. They say, "Oh, I have my house. Is your house paid off?" No, but you don't own it. So what do you own? My car? I was like, you're gonna buy like a $5,000 trust for a car that's worth $1,000? No, that's not gonna help you.
But that car is going to be revalued.
Oh,
Sorry, that was priceless.
That was great.
The car's gonna revalue. Oh my God, that was a good one.
Well, it makes about as much sense.
That's something I need to put in my videos. That buy
an
Iraq dinar car and it will revalue.
We're still going live. I haven't even put this out for people on the replay. Because I was concerned that people would call in and it would be like too much. We wouldn't be able to talk. Papa Bear Mark, he's being a jerk. Can I just block him? I'll leave him up.
Is he?
He's
I didn't see him. Did he talk again?
He's talking on my Twitter, but it's nasty.
Oh man, I wish he wouldn't do that. I don't know why he's got such a hateful disdain for you, but he likes me.
Because
I don't understand that.
Because you're from.
I guess it's because I busted Tony and Winston.
It's because of where you live. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I also busted Tony and Winston too, though. You know, I mean that he was on the line on the fence, and then he got really mad at I guess it was WSOM or Wingit. One of them booted him off, and then he got really pissed when they kicked him off the forum.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was just like, well, I said, give me some information. Anything you can.
Yeah, he says.
Any info that you have is good.
Yeah,
if anybody's listening to this call right now that has legit information, please contact either my YouTube channel, my email's right there, or just get a hold of Nick and let us know if you're part of those groups and you want to remain anonymous.
Sure.
That's fine, remain anonymous. But just give me some detailed information about some of these people, and I'll be glad to expose them.
Like this one by Nash Rambler, Allstate dealer involved in a currency scam. Allstate cares.
Right.
Educational video. Yeah.
Yep.
So it says, who is George
Yeah,
Wages?
I favored the video. I favored Nash's video.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah. That's great.
But,
I'll leave a comment in a second because I don't want to take away from the chat too much.
Well, U.S. just posted one last time.
Okay.
Let's say 100 dinar holders want to know about the Master's Trust. Would you demand such information be prohibited?
It's kind of that's the thing. Why would they? Why would they? We would just link to their site. Say here, if you want to learn about a trust, I would do three things. I would say here's not their site. Here's what a trust is used for, and add something very comprehensive. Something very comprehensive for them to read, saying this is why a person would need a trust. Number two, I would give other resources such as videos. So I'd have an article number one, I'd have a video number two of a professional attorney going over a trust and why a trust is necessary. And finally, number three, I would link to the website where they actually had the Master's Trust, and then I would have big red signs saying, avoid, avoid, avoid. If you're in currency speculation, do not get this. So here's the thing. You can get the Master's Trust if you have assets, but if you think your currency is assets, don't get the Master's
Trust. It's not an asset, right?
No,
and that's
it's a liability.
That's the bait. That's the switch and bait that they're drilling you in on.
Sure.
That's the bait and switch.
Sure. Assets produce cash flow, and you can Google that.
But hey,
yeah.
But Nick, don't forget, like you said, when you do a trust fund, you have to have an asset. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, to get on theirs, they ask you for a $500 deposit. So they're using your American currency as asset.
Sure.
Not your dinar.
Sure.
So it's like, wait a minute. If I have a dinar and it's an asset and I buy a trust fund, can't I not use that? Oh well, no. You have to have a American currency of $500.
Okay. Sure.
See what I'm saying?
Sure. Can I read something real quick? Okay, this is from Investopedia, and I'll go ahead and drop the link for anybody who's still trying to understand this. Let me go ahead and drop this right here, and I'm going to go ahead and read this to you guys real briefly. It's from Investopedia. What is an asset? An asset is anything of value that can be converted into cash. Assets are owned by individuals, businesses, and governments. Examples include cash and cash equivalents, real property, personal property, investments. Okay, annuities, bonds. Yeah, if you have bonds, stocks, then yeah, those are assets. But then again, I like to say assets produce cash flow. So if you have a home that you're renting out, that would be an asset. But if you have a home that you're making payments on, if you're making payments, then how is your house an asset if you owe payments? If you don't make your payments, you don't own your house. I always tell people that who say, I bought a new car. I said, you bought it cash? Well, no, I'm making payments. It's, you don't own your car. The bank owns it. You don't own your house until you make that final payment. And even then, you still have those fees that you have to pay. You have those, what are they called? Housing fees, those management fees, land fees. You have different fees that you have to pay for. So, no, guys, owning Zimbabwe dollars is not an asset. That is not an asset.
I don't think U.S. here. I don't think he's understanding.
Okay.
I know he's trying. What it is, U.S. here. I don't know what the deal is. Why you're trying to get so involved in detailed information. Just instead of paying $500 to these fools over there at Wingit, why don't you just find your own asset trust person here in your local town and ask them and throw them $1 million of dinar and see what they look at you cross-eyed. They're going to ask you for money. They're going to ask you for a real hard currency, and they're going to say, well, what is this asset? And the whole thing of it is I know you probably own a bunch of Iraq dinar, and you're probably hoping to God it's going to revalue. Just wait a couple more years, and you're going to realize and remember this conversation, and you're going to go, shit. Oops, sorry. You're going to go. You're going to go. You know what? I should have listened to those guys back then. Just hang on to your currency. You don't need a trust fund for it.
Yeah,
just leave it alone. Put it in a safe deposit box at your bank and leave it alone and forget about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at
chat. You don't need a trust.
Yeah, on chat.
Yeah,
no.
You don't.
Yeah, I want to prohibit. I want to prohibit the reason why they're doing these asset calls. Look, if people needed asset protection, they don't need to be listening to it on from the same people that provide Dinar news. That's
right.
That's not it. That's the problem. Here's the thing. If they want to do their own little asset call, hey, that's fine. But then when you bring in a guy who's talking about we have contacts in Iraq, and now he's talking about the trusts. No, see, that's where you have to draw the line. So let me ask you us here. Do you own Dinar or any currency that you're speculating in, and do you already have a trust?
Right.
And go ahead, Sam. I am.
Well, I was just going to say, us here, it sounds like he's trying to make this into a freedom of speech issue.
Right, which it's not.
Right.
You're trying to prevent these people from getting information. No, we're trying to inform people that it's a scam.
Right.
Okay? These guys have every right to conduct a conference call, and talk about trusts. But when you pitch that trust based upon a fraudulent scenario, like the revaluation of the dinar, or the Zimbabwe currency that's been demonetized is suddenly going to be remonetized and revalued,
right?
Which is an economic impossibility,
right?
When you start using fraudulent scenarios to pump your trust, then that's a problem. And we're just trying to inform people about that, and because they're not getting both sides of the story here.
Sure.
But you do not need a trust for a foreign currency, especially the Iraq dinar or a Zimbabwe or VND. You can just put it in a lockbox, safe deposit box at your bank and leave it. And if you think it's going to revalue, then go get it, and it's fine to get. But you don't need to pay somebody $500 like these guys are asking to dump your as a trust, like they're going to hold. You're going to be the remember General 64.
Right.
If you was on the email list, which Dave. I call him. Well, I'm not even going to say his last name because I cuss. Dave Schmidt. He did the same thing. He even mentioned, the General 64. As soon as he mentioned that on the video, I said I got to record this because that idiot's probably going to erase it.
Right.
And so the thing of it is just go to your bank. If you don't have a bank, buy a safe and put it away and forget about it.
Right.
You don't need these guys to feed you these trust lies that they're going to protect your asset.
Right.
And that's not an asset because they're asking you to dump $500 in their pocket to begin with, and it's probably not even refundable. So don't fall for this crap. Just keep the money.
No.
And all these
keep
guys.
Yourself,
it's like somebody buying a lottery ticket and then they go and they set up a trust, because they're going to win the lottery.
Sure.
But the difference with the lottery is somebody's going to win. Nobody's going to win.
What if the price of paper revalues? That lottery ticket might be useful.
What?
Nothing. No, anyway, so look, I forget that. I was going back to this thing that Nash actually found about this Masters Spendthrift Trust. And the guys who are representing them just happen to be that Rosen and Rosen. Here it is right here. Paul Rosen, the Rosen Law Firm. So the guy from that video was actually...
Small. Can you make it bigger?
Bigger than this? Well, can you see it now? There might be a delay of like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's probably a delay.
What you guys are seeing on YouTube is about 20 seconds delayed.
Yeah, that's right. They don't know that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they don't know that. So you see this Rosen Law Firm.
There, yeah, that's good. Yep.
Yeah. So this was the Richard Ronald Casey. Now, when I called and I spoke to Jeremy Rosen, he said the guy's name was Richard Ronald. Because I specifically said, what's his last name? He said Ronald. But when you look up Richard Ronald Casey, then you get this stuff. You get stuff about this.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, if you notice on that call we had with him, Nick, I kept asking him, what is your trust for? What's it for?
Right.
I mean, why do people have to give you money for a trust? What's it for? Why do they have to give you money to hold a foreign currency when they can do it themselves?
Right.
What assurance are you giving them And why do you need to step up as I will help you out, and I'm a good person, and this trust firm is a legit site. It's a law firm.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why do I need to come to you?
Yeah.
You know, that's why I kept asking him, why do you keep promoting this? What is your deal?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Even their attorney, the guy's son, the guy who's in that Matters Trust video, I keep saying Matters, that's what it says. Even the son was kind of like, these agents, they're not supposed to be doing that. He actually was saying that, about how they're not supposed to be talking about it that way. Because I even said, okay, well, how is this going to benefit me as a small, forget the currency, how is this going to benefit me as like a small business owner, or what if I just have a 9-to-5 job? And he was essentially like, well, you have to have something to protect, some kind of asset.
See, Nick, you're good with facts and figures and numbers, and I'm more in your face where if you ask about the trust fund, he's going to give you all the legalities of a trust fund because he's probably got the freaking Wikipedia of a trust fund in front of him, and he's probably reading it. But the thing of it is my thing is, I come straight for the jugular.
Right.
Why do you need it? Why are you telling people that they need this? Why are you stepping up as a champion? What makes you such a hero that I have a trust fund? I don't give a rat's butt what you got. What? You're not answering my question. Why are you promoting it? What's it for?
Right.
It's because as soon as I mentioned the $500 and the $4,500 that Nash posted, well, we're gonna go ahead and mute this call. Yeah, you damn right you're gonna mute the call because I'm throwing the whole. You can read trust fund until you're blue in the face, and Tony used to do that crap with all this. You know, this layaway stuff, and over here with Sterling. You know, the whole thing of it is, if you think it's going to revalue, fine, buy it, keep it, hide it, put it in the safe. You don't need these guys for the trust fund.
You don't need
That's what I was telling them.
There we go.
And that's I go straight for the jugular. I don't get into this nitpicking legal. Well, it's the lawyer corporation that I don't care. Why are you telling these people they need it?
He was the. Are you saying the Master's Trust is a scam? I was like, no. The promotion,
that's just it.
It's the vehicle. It's like I was getting frustrated. Like, stop deflecting from the question.
Right.
Are you saying that my toilet paper is a scam? I was like, look, just we're talking about the currency
I use Sherman.
But this has been the case.
Extra soft to Sherman.
They just
don't you say that's not got value? That's got value.
Nick, all through this investment,
Yeah.
all through this investment,
He's giving us.
he's had the reserve program that the dealers were putting out, where people would buy on the reserve, and they were losing their money because they couldn't come up with enough to complete the order.
Okay.
And then Adam Montana, he's got his VIP thing.
Yeah.
And what do you get with VIP? You get all these great investment deals after the RV.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Gary's
and then
calls over.
Rudy's hedge fund, as I've already mentioned, and now the trust thing. They're all getting money up front based upon the RV, the assumption that the RV is going to happen, and it's not. So everything sold on the basis of a fraudulent event occurring becomes fraudulent.
Yeah.
Right.
Whoa, wait. Hold on. George Bear is saying I was in a group in Texas. I want to hear about this.
You jerk.
Private.
Which one was you in?
George, what group? Private exchange group? Were you part of the, what was it, the Mark Mearsman group or the other guy? Who were you with, George? Who took your money, George? Please tell us. Sean Connery wants to know where your money went. Okay, so S.S. Smith says, U.S., that's where it goes into the area of ethics and integrity. If you were to purchase a trust from a trust attorney and told them it was it was for the RV of Dinar, Dong, or Zim, what do you think they would say? And they would say that's not the good reason to get a trust, even though they would probably want your money, of course. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, Jay Atkinson, he wrote that article for Forbes magazine.
Right.
That you can't fix stupid. I don't know if you remember that article.
Oh, yes, I do, yeah.
Jay Atkinson is an attorney, an asset management attorney, and he had all these Dinar people calling him up, wanting to help them set up a trust for the RV, and he just flat out told them, "This is a scam, folks."
He could have got rich. He could have got rich saying, "We're gonna go ahead and get these these trusts. This was back in what, 2011 and 12 probably. He would have been making.
I think it was 12. Yeah.
He would have been doing all of these trusts, but he said he's got that ethical responsibility to say, I am not going to get involved with this. If they want to buy a trust, fine, but if they want to buy it because they're speculating in dinar, no. And that's what my whole point was, and that's what TNTBS and Sam I Am are trying to get through to everybody, especially on the Wingit call, is that you can promote trusts on any call you want. However, once you start, you could say, and our sponsor is Masters Trust, and that's it. Or you could say, and our sponsor is whatever, Dinar Core, like, oh, who was it? Stryker used to do that. Whatever, fine. But then when you start saying, well, I think you guys should definitely check that out before this happens. That's okay. Now you're getting into like the whole thing with reserves, and then the FBI wants to know about that. So,
well, one of these asset management groups said you've got to get your trust set up before the RV. Otherwise,
exactly. That's what pisses me off. Is why do they think that? Why
it's going to be
feed
too
people this
late after
nonsense?
the RV happens. You're going to get taxed at a higher percentage or something like that.
Oh yeah, they're capital. That's what it is. They're making about capital gains or something.
Yeah, but it's all an effort to create urgency, so you feel like you've got to do it now.
Yeah, like have you guys ever seen those YouTube videos where it's like, warning, a major economic event is going to happen. Click below to find out more. And it's a it's a $300 newsletter. And then you sign. Then let's say you fall in for that. They're like, just want to let you know about another offer to take more of your money. And then they do another one of those things. Guys, when they create that scarcity, that urgency, that is the biggest problem that I personally have. And then when they use the currency speculation as a vehicle to drive sales to trusts, guys, you got to put your foot down. You got to say, look, you can promote your trust all you want. Yes, the trust is real, but the reason for getting it, that's where ethics come into play. And you cannot be promoting this. You cannot be promoting this. You cannot.
Hey, here's the perfect answer. Right? Dinar chat voted #1 by Dinar has just said, lottery winners do not have a trust fund before they win the lottery.
If you get a windfall in millions of dollars, then go talk to somebody.
Well, actually, if you put your lottery ticket in a trust before you win the lottery, then what could end up happening is you could have. Never mind. It's a joke. It's a joke. If somebody's probably like, I can put my lottery ticket in a trust. No. Anyways, I put the My Masters Trust on the side. If you guys noticed the creation date, the website was just created May of 2015. And one of the interesting things that I saw on the site is all the stuff about how to make payments, and the site's not even secured. It's not even. It doesn't even have an SSL certificate.
Guys, I just came up with an idea.
All right.
Okay, we need to have different names. Like, we gotta change our names again because we gotta fit into the guru mold.
Oh boy!
And what we can do is build a trust fund and have them give us $500 because everybody plays lottery, especially these Dinarians. And so, if just like you said, we can build up a trust fund for lottery winners. Yeah. So that if they buy a lottery ticket, they can give us $500. We'll use that as an asset.
Right.
I'm thinking that's a good thing we could do.
Wait a second, guys. We have a problem. Everybody go to YouTube right now. You're going to see us in about 20 seconds. Masters Trust.
On YouTube?
Masters Trust is the RV on the way. We really think so. This is on the Masters Trust website.
Wow.
Do you see it?
Where? Where do you see it?
Wait, give it about 10 seconds to load on YouTube. This is on.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I'm on YouTube right here. Oh.
And Rosen is behind that?
Uh-oh.
What did it say? I can't read it. It's too small. On my screen, it's too small.
Okay.
Who owns Masters Trust?
This is Masters Trust. That is owned by Rosen & Rosen.
Right.
Is the RV really on the way? We think so. This may be the moment we have been waiting for. About 30 minutes ago, I got an email from a reliable source advising me that we should watch for an RV in the coming 6 to 8 hours. Are you ready? We surely hope so. Now, wait a second. You're going to say, I don't believe that. Nick's lying. Okay. I am dropping the link into the chat for everybody who seems to not believe this. There you go. Uh-oh. It didn't work.
Yep, Masters. We think so.
Wait a second.
Okay, good.
Wait a second.
That right there that's exactly like, to me, I'm looking at Sterling.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking at. It's like me looking at Sterling.
All right.
When they were saying the same.
What's the date on that?
Okay,
Nick?
guys, here. Well, let me do something. Wait, real quick. I don't want to screw this up. I want to make sure everybody understands what we just found. We just found the Masters Trust promoting the revaluation. This is huge. So let me find my YouTube live stream video. Just give me 1 sec, guys, please.
That's what I'm
Okay.
on right now. If you're YouTube Live,
Okay,
that's what I'm on.
so everybody follow me real quick on YouTube Live. I just dropped the links to my Masters Trust CPA facts. Now we're delayed about 30 seconds.
Do they have the live? Can they see it?
Yes, they can.
Because if you watch it live, you get to watch the comments happen immediately.
Okay, let me do
versus a 20-second delay on the audio.
Oh, you got a point. Let me bring this side by side. Okay, so you guys can see the link, right? Everybody confirm. Say yes. You can go to the My Masters Trust website. Please confirm yes.
Yeah.
They're using.
But also,
you guys,
but
wow.
do they have your link? Do they have your link to your YouTube thing?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Wow. For you guys watching who enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. Looks like I got a bunch of thumbs down already. How can you guys
Now,
not
the one
know?
I got was the CPA info. I got the CPA info. Is that the one you
okay,
made?
now you guys on that CPA info facts page? Okay.
Yeah.
On the right sidebar, it's going to say our newsletters. Click that.
Yeah.
Click. Yeah. Okay, so click that one that says 8.4, and then click the one that says 9.14. I'll open them up in new tabs. So the first one just says, okay, ordering new layaway trusts. You scroll down a little bit, access to CPA. Okay, blah blah blah. No big deal. Let's close that one. Oh, actually, there's a phone number on it. Who is this?
Wow, this RV really on its way.
Now is the RV? Now here's this one. Is the RV really on its way? This.
Take that right there and send it directly to the feds.
Well, I'm bringing it. I don't even need to send it, brother. They're going to be down here on Friday. I'm going to be meeting with them on Friday, so.
Yeah, take a screenshot of it and make sure you put that up there on. Yeah, just definitely. We got to keep this.
Okay, so it's past.
This is perfect because it says right there on the bottom, Marcus and team.
It does.
So right on the bottom it says Marcus Labrudi, whatever his name is, LAUBLI.
Okay, look at this. Okay, so I don't know if these links are going to work because these are archived. Let me try one more time. I just found their archived newsletter. Let me just drop this in here real quick. Okay, can you guys click that link I just sent you? Somebody confirm that link works. I just dropped in there. I need to archive this right now. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I got it. It opened up. I just clicked it. It opened up.
It won't let me save it. Okay, so just save that to your computer. Okay, so there are a number of newsletters that went out, and the last one was on September 14, 2016. It says, "Is the RV really on its way? We think so."
This was September.
I'm sorry, September 14th. Yeah. And there it is, organizer Marcus da-da-da.
I'm going to save it right now.
And it's got the Masters Trust logo. I'm going to send this to Rosen right now. Said, are you sure you're not promoting the RV? Hold on just a second.
Right.
This changes everything, guys. This is
not letting me save the page.
Right. Look at this, guys. Is the RV really on its way? And I just hope people don't come across this and be like, oh, I need to sign up. No.
This may be the moment we've all been waiting for. About 30 minutes ago, I got an email of a reliable source. That is Tony talking.
The organizer is Marcus Laubi.
Yeah, you see on the bottom?
Yeah.
At the very bottom. Marcus.
Dial into the conference call.
I'm going to screenshot everything on this. I'm going to go into a panoramic.
Well, hold on a second. I wonder if there's a way to get the replay. I wonder if there's a replay for this.
Nick, I just dropped a link into your Skype.
Okay. All right. You did?
Check it out. Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see which one this is. Topics in the newsletter. Okay. I have a new domain that will give you a hint as to what I'm doing in the future. Parkmycash.com is up and running, but I still need to write content. If you need to get in touch.
No. Go back up to the links. Option 1, option 2.
Really? I just opened the one you just gave me. Oh, option 1, option 2. Abandon your trust altogether. Make a $500 minimum payment prior to the RV. What is this? Send your payments to Rosen and Rosen?
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
You got to send them money. That's what I'm saying. You got to send them money. And that's the whole catch-22. I keep saying this is bullcrap.
Uh-oh. Once the RV has happened, you can pay the remaining $4,500 to have your trust sent to you. Wow. And I thought they were making a lot of money with the $25 San Francisco. They're talking $500 for this. make a minimum 500. Look at Masters Copyright LLC, Rosen and Rosen. Attention, Jeremy Rosen. Wait a second. It says attention, Jeremy Rosen.
Is that the same Jeremy you just talked to?
I just talked to him. I just talked to this guy on.
He's lying.
Oh my gosh! I just spoke to this guy on Friday.
He's lying.
I got a verbatim copy of what I said to him. Let me read you what it says.
But didn't you do an audio?
I can't play that. Let me just read it. I said to Jeremy Rosen about the protection group and all that. I said, but basically they're all doing these trusts related to the Iraqi dinar evaluation. If something is going to happen, people have some kind of a trust package. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or if your firm is even involved in that. Jeremy Rosen says, well, our trust, anything, the agents are only supposed to discuss what we've authorized them to talk about. And a lot of that is on the website itself. With regards to the dinar, I don't make any representation, and I don't know what they do or probably shouldn't regarding the dinar. I know the trust itself is a valid trust. It's good to use if you use it properly. It does all the things we say we do with regards to dinar. Theoretically, if the dinar were to hit tomorrow and the money was in there, then yes, it would be a good way to, not pay capital gains tax. So he's talking right there. But then he says, I don't really like discussing the dinar either. We really sell the trust to businesses, and we have other kinds of trusts as well. Some people buy because of dinar. Others are purchasing because they want to use the trust for whatever aspects in their life. I am going to do something that no one's probably done before. I'm going to look at the backlinks going to Masters Trust, and I want to see if they're getting any links other than dinar sites going to their website. How about that? So we got My Masters Trust. Let me just tell you guys what I do as an SEO. I can find out exactly who's linking to this site and how many links it's getting.
Well, is that a share on Twitter, or is that their Twitter page?
What do you mean?
On the very bottom. I think that's a share.
Let me check. Hold on a sec.
Because I got a link, a Twitter, a Facebook, and a link.
What does the page say that you're on right now?
The link is...
Oh, I see it. I see those. Let me open those up and see if that works.
I did. It just takes you right to... They don't go to nobody.
Because they never...
The last one goes to Chimp.
Yeah, they never set them up
properly.
properly.
The last one goes to MailChimp.
Oh, right. So they've only got 3 backlinks going to their site. My Masters Trust only has 3 backlinks. Dinar Daily's one and Ripoff Reports the other one. So let's go to Masters Trust. Let's go to masterstrust.com. Do you guys understand? The only links that are going to My Masters Trust are complaints. Look, Ripoff Reports. Reported by Marcus. This is a different Marcus, of course.
Why does it say CO Emmanuel Forever Trust?
What are you talking about? Oh,
P.O. Box 64724, Phoenix, Arizona.
You're talking about on the My Masters website. Yeah, I guess this guy's in Phoenix somewhere. Let me see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, contact us, P.O. Box 647. Oh, we got that phone number. Maybe we should call this guy up real quick.
If you go down where it says dial international numbers, you hit where it says organize, and you go down, it says the date 9/15.
Hey guys, I can call that number right now. This guy's in Phoenix like me. I can call him up right now.
Yeah, do it. And you see where it says the Sterling meeting. Everything is right there.
Sterling
meeting?
But
I got a different number. For you.
You do? Okay, what page are you on?
I'm on the page that you said where it says the RV Masters Trust. You scroll down.
Okay, I see it, yes.
And you see where it says dial conference number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now highlight that link, that website link, and open up in a new window. The web, open up in a new window, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's completely different. Over here on the right-hand side, it says host information.
Let me see. I think that call, I don't know if we can get the recording of that one. It says, here's the conference call information you need for the call tomorrow.
Here's exactly, Nick, I'm going to post it. Here's exactly what's on that call. Here's exactly what's on that page.
All right, let me take a look. Let me open up chat one more time.
Ah, damn it. It won't let me do it.
What is this, George?
I'll take out the information there. Let's see what that does.
This is crazy. Didn't Jerry Maguire mention Marcus on his call, and he said it wasn't a scam? Jerry got caught with his pants down, Nick. It's not a different Marcus.
There it is, right? I just posted it.
Masters Trust. Emmanuel Forever Trust. Okay,
That's what I'm saying. There we go. There's our little loophole. Emmanuel Forever Trust. There's our loophole.
Now
there's 2 different names involved with this Masters Trust. There's an Emmanuel, and then there's the other one. So the Emmanuel is the
There it
loophole
is.
because
I
that's,
found it.
That's
There it
the
is.
host information.
It's right there on the About
So we
Us
need
page.
I'm gonna Google this Emmanuel.
I just found
Forever
it.
Trust.
Already did. One step ahead of you.
Okay, see
Emmanuel.
what I'm saying?
Emmanuel.
There's our loophole. That's the loophole because that is from the host information.
It says.
That's what. Yep. Now we can play
It says
games.
Emmanuel
because that number's
Forever
different.
Trust is the only agent
Right.
offering the Masters Trust online at this time. It says it right here. Guys, the only links going to this site are from Dinar Daily, which is not my site, and from Ripoff Report. Do you get that? They're not promoting their stuff on regular websites. They're not promoting it on Facebook. They're not promoting it on regular news sites. They're promoting it on Dinar sites. I mean, that's
right.
The FBI is going to love that. They are going to love that. All right, so let's go to one more thing. So we just looked at the backlinks for Masters Trust. Let's look at so that was my Masters Trust. Let's look at Masters Trust because there's two separate sites. It's got 5 links going to it. Oh, you're going to love this. The only link.
Hey Speed Passion is the trust that you will find on WSLO. Nick just posted it. Hey Speed Passion is the trust that you will find on WSOMN on Facebook or YouTube. He just posted it.
So guys, listen to this. So the only links, there's a press release here. The only links going to My Masters Trust or Masters Trust are from Dinar Daily and Ripoff Report. Okay, you can see this.
I can't post a link. Damn it.
I don't know. I don't have you blocked. It's Google.
No, on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. YouTube won't let me post it. I'm gonna have to go to Google.
No. Just send it to me. Send it to me through email or something, or Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Global Reset Guy on Twitter.
Okay, message reset guy.
Do you guys realize what we just uncovered? Hold on a second. I want to make sure the people who are just
Global
listening.
Currency Reset, right?
Yeah, I don't think people realize the gravity of what we just found.
There.
What we found.
There.
Okay, let me open that up. We found a link that has the Masters Trust newsletter. This is a newsletter, guys, talking about the revaluation. Something that I was told by Jeremy Rosen that they're not allowed to be doing. But then again, you scroll down and order a Legacy Family Trust, order Business Trust, and it has the guy's name, Marcus. And you go to the other page, then you go to the other page, and it brings up Rosen and Rosen. So, I mean, do you get this, guys? Okay, let me open up that link you just sent me. Hold on a second. Yeah, people.
That's the one where it says host information. I gave you the host, not the call-in number.
I see it.
I gave you the host, the guy who's hosting it, his cell phone number, or his home line. That number that I just gave you
There it is.
the one that's hosting that call.
Yeah. So this is public information.
Right.
This is right here. This isn't.
Right. That's the number I gave you. That's the one
There
that's
it is.
hosting it.
Forever Trust. Now there's 2 numbers. Okay, that's the access
Yep.
code. I don't know if this will work.
Right.
Let me see if this works. I doubt this will.
The 60256. Yeah, that's the actual mymasterstrust.com.
Okay, I've got it down. Okay, it says I have to download it. If it works, it works. I'll just save the recording. But I mean, that's
So
crazy.
602-516-5513 is the host information.
Got it. All right, let's see if this works, guys. This is crazy. I don't think people
I love it.
I don't think people understood this. They don't understand that we found the very document that they probably are trying to hide. Masters Trust is the
We
RV
found the
really
document that, yes, we found the loophole that they tried to hide.
Well, see, they need to take lessons from Hillary.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did you see what happened here in Tampa?
No.
There was like 25,000 people. Trump was here last night. There was
I
like
didn't mean to get us started on politics.
Oh my God! They could only allow 17,000 inside the stadium where he was at, and the rest of them was outside trying to get in. And then what's Hillary's guy? What's his name? The vice president she picked.
I don't even know his name.
That,
I don't even know the guy's name.
I don't either. His name is Kane. I don't know his first name, but his last name is Kane.
Evil
He was
Kane.
down in South Florida. Guess how many people showed up at his rally?
30.
30.
Are you serious?
30 people showed up at his rally. Trump had 25,000 show up at his rally. Hillary Clinton did a personal private one. She had 200 people show up.
Is this Kane? This is Kane, right? I think is that the right Kane?
Yeah, Kate.
Okay.
But it was so funny because a lady called from Texas. She called the Rush Limbaugh show, and she goes, "I just did an early vote," and she goes, "It's called a straight run Republic." So she hit a straight run.
Wow.
And Trump's name disappeared. Her daughter went in, and she didn't do a straight run, and she said, "Mom, my thing keeps going away." She goes, "What do you mean?"
What?
She goes, "Come here," like that. She told her mom. It
Election?
was a digital.
You're talking about election
She
fraud?
hit it again, and when she hit Trump, it went to Clinton.
You're kidding.
And she goes, "What's?" Yeah, she goes, "What's going on here?" And she started making a stink about it. All of a sudden, security comes over, and they're all like, they huddle them away, and they take that machine out. It's like, you know what? It's begun. The system hacking has begun.
Well, I'll tell you this right now.
Everybody who was voting for Trump got switched over to Clinton.
Yeah.
And she said she didn't hit send, so she had to redo it. Then they came over and they said that must have been a glitch.
Oh, jeez.
And they removed it. That was today. It happened in Texas. Unbelievable. The damn Hillary campaign is worthless.
Wow.
They can't even fight fair. They can't even fight fair. At least go legit. Don't try to rig the system. Just go and vote and do it right. Quit trying to rig the damn system.
Backed by Soros is what Vanette's saying. Yeah, I just dropped the link. By the way, he didn't actually. I already archived it, or somebody already archived it. But that Marcus
Good. Yeah,
guy.
I just took screenshots.
Well, that Marcus guy has his website parkmycash.com, so it's already been archived. I think Nash might have gotten it a while ago.
Good.
911. What is this, Nash? Nash, saying.
Nash. I'm gonna copy this one
Nash,
here where it does the masters.
Can we call you, Nash? Get all the Guru Hunters? Can we call SS? Can we call anybody? There we go. We got all the Guru Hunters.
I think SS took off, but I think Nash is still there.
Nash, are you available to have some fun dialogue? He's probably like, I can't. Can't.
Yeah, Soros did fund it. Somebody wrote down Soros funded the machines, and yeah, they were. That's fact.
Let's
Soros
see that. I want to
did
see.
fund
I
those
believe that. I just want to read that. That's interesting. Let's see.
Yeah. And she called Rush Limbaugh, and then after, just a few minutes later, then
she's right. Yeah.
He called in. He called in. Trump called in to Rush down in Miami, and he said the Cubans down there are supporting him because Hillary hates what's she say? Hillary hates Catholics.
Right. Yeah. Didn't you say that they don't like Hillary down there in Florida? Didn't you say something about that? They can't stand her.
Yeah. They don't like her at all. And he just went down and met with a bunch of Cubans down there, and he had a bunch of Cubans around him today, and he was sitting down talking to some of the, I guess like the head of that wherever he was at. There was a bunch. I don't know exactly the name where he was at. It's like, I want to say like Little Havana, but he was in a where there was a bunch of Cubans that represent Cuba and America both, and they were all for Trump. They were all for Trump. Yeah, they were like, no, don't believe in the polls. He goes, we're standing behind Trump. And I was like, oh, damn, that's good.
We might get Nash on in a second. So just to recap, people are probably just jumping online because this is live, so people aren't seeing the beginning of this. So we were on. I was on the Masters. No, what is it? See the Masters. I was on the Wingit call, and the Masters pumpers. No, the Wingit call. I got on the Wingit call, and we were talking about all of this stuff here. And later on, TNTBS joined me. And now we've got Sam I Am from Iraq Currency Watch, also from Dinar Douchebags. And we have just uncovered something quite interesting. Masters Trust, is the RV really on its way? And it talks about getting ready for an RV. And there was a conference call. Now, I wonder how I can get this conference call. I may have to message Marcus and ask him for it. But the point is this. This is the Masters Trust done by the law firm Rosen & Rosen. And specifically, I spoke to Jeremy Rosen on the phone, and he assured me that the agents are not allowed to be discussing this. And you can see right here, send your payment to Masters Copyrights, attention, Jeremy Rosen. So this is not going to look very good. This is not going to really, and I don't know who's still listening to this call. I could care less. This is going to be recorded. There'll be a replay, and there'll be sections of this call put out there because here's the facts. You have the Masters Trust talking about the RV is going to happen, get your trust package, and then you have the payment information right here, Rosen & Rosen. So that does not look good. Okay, so let me see if Nash is available right now. Nash, when you're available, just say available, and I'll call you from Skype. Your number will be, nobody will see your number, so don't worry. I'm calling you from my Skype. So you'll get a 602. You'll get the 602 area code. So just waiting for Nash. I think he was thinking he was calling in, but this is not one of those.
Oh, okay.
You can't call in. This is not like my regularly scheduled program. This is just I'm not feeling well. I did a call, and now it's like I just uncovered this Masters Trust revaluation thing, which they're not supposed to be pumping. So this kind of changes everything. I mean, this may require us all to redo a video one way or another, warning the Dinar community about these trusts. But no, I am going to be calling Jeremy Rosen. Wonder if he'll let me record it if I call him right now. Probably not. Say, Mr. Rosen, can I record you? We're live. Probably he'll be like, no. Okay, guys, I'm calling Mr. Nash Rambler. So let me find his phone number on my call list real quick. Okay. There's going to be a little bit of a delay. Here we go.
Yeah, I know Nash. He's a jerk. No.
Okay, so we've got...
I said that I wanted somebody else's call. I said, where's that jerk at?
Alrighty. Let's see if he gets...
Hey, Gary? Is that you?
No.
Yeah, we got a
Are you seeing? Are you seeing this, Nash? Are you seeing this? This Masters Trust is the RV.
Hang on. Let me turn down the call here because there's a little bit of a delay.
Oh, turn off YouTube. Turn off YouTube.
I turned it down so I can watch. So.
Okay, cool.
Joshua just jumped on.
Is the RV on its way? Masters Trust.
What's the recent update?
Recent update is that you don't get involved with private exchanges and trusts. There you go.
Yes. If you want a private exchange trust, do it yourself. Lock your money up and hide it. Don't give nobody $500 to hold your assets for you from a damn con man.
Well, the $500 thing with the Masters Trust that Richard Howard is promoting is so that you'll get just enough information to open up bank accounts. And apparently, if you heard a couple of his calls, he had a couple of problems with people opening up bank accounts. And obviously, he says, just 911 him, bank text him, and then he'll call the bank and straighten those guys out.
Right.
It's like, the banks really need straightening out. Don't really think so. But anyway, he just said on today's call that he's not available on the phone all the time because he's got a busy schedule.
Oh.
How can you 911 bank help by opening a trust and then he's too busy for his schedule? I don't know how that kind of works out. But either way, I mean, either it does or it doesn't, one way or the other. But there's just a lot of conflicting information coming out of this.
Right.
I mean, nothing is straight up forward. They like to twist the words around: Masters Trust, Masters Copyright Trust, Masters Spendthrift Trust,
right?
Spendthrift Trust, and all those other words.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really doing a good job keeping a lot of people confused about this.
Yeah,
but
they are.
We're keeping it pretty much straight. And that's what's hard for them to follow, and especially Gary. Gary has a hard time following all this, but he tries. He really does try. I could hear it in his voice. He tries to follow this, and he thinks he's got all the information. But what's happening is he's not looking at the other side of the information.
Mm-hmm.
He's only looking at his side of the information. But anyway, what Gary's seeing is that you spend $500, you get all this information to get trust accounts that's set up at the bank, and then when it RVs, you pay the $4,500 to pay off the balance and get the full package of the trust. We all know, and I think we've got a lot of facts, especially over there at Dinar Daily, Iraq Currency Watch. You've got a lot on Global Currency Reset, Dinar RV News. We poke fun with videos out there, some parodies sometimes and sometimes with facts, that the RV is really not going to happen the way people think it's going to happen.
Right.
It's not going to happen the way the gurus say it's going to happen at a $3 plus rate. It's just not going to happen. I mean, there's no way possible for it to happen. And then, so that $4,500 is you're never going to pay it. You're never going to get the full trust package.
Right. The 500 is what disappears.
You've just lost your $500. Now maybe you get some paperwork for that, but you've still spent $500 on something that you can't use, other than you may have got some bank accounts that you have to put a deposit into in order to keep those accounts active. But then those accounts will start dwindling away with monthly charges, depending on how they're set up. Or they just sit there stagnant for a few years until you do something with them. And, after a few years, the banks will say, hey, there's no activity. We've got to get rid of these accounts.
Right.
Either way, however you look at it, it's a matter of time.
Sure.
Right now, there's urgency, and then it delays everything. You get your trust, you get your account, if you're able to do all that, or just get enough of a trust package to get your bank accounts, and then you sit and wait.
Right.
Well, after you've sat and wait for a while, still thinking that this miracle, magical RV is going to happen, these guys that are doing the trust stuff sometimes disappear, just like gurus. They sometimes disappear too. And that's the one thing you've got to worry about, is these folks aren't going to be around forever. And like you pointed out, these trust sites just started up recently.
Yeah.
A couple of years old or something like that.
Yeah, this one's pretty new. Yeah.
And then one of the other problems is that if these lawyers, Rosen and Rosen, are actually lawyers, which, they've got addresses and everything else, why couldn't they run their trust out of their office? Why do they need a different entity?
And we figured it out.
Well,
yes.
I can understand why they would use a different entity, because it's like everybody else. It's like this George Wages.
Sure.
Gary's trying to resolve himself from not being responsible for the donations by using a different entity to do it. And if you look at Dinar Daily, whenever it comes back up, we've kind of pointed that out. Danceman said it himself. Danceman's taken the liability for that so that Jerry's not required. Well, technically, Jerry is culpable for that, because he's the one asking for donations.
Sure.
So it's the same thing with the lawyers. They're using a different entity just so that when you go to the Bar Association, you won't see any complaints against the law office, because the complaints, if there are any, are going to be on the Masters Copyrights LLC.
Right. Look at this thing about.
So
wow.
It's just everything all over the place. Instead of going to like one little source, you've got to go to all these other sources. I mean, you can't go to Masters Copyrights LLC and order your trust. You have to do it through agents. But if you look at the agents, it's like, well, we have Richard Howard, and you got the ripoff report.
Sure.
And you showed that ripoff report. It was written by Marcus in Phoenix.
Sure.
Well, Marcus on My Master's Trust is in Phoenix.
Yep.
They're talking about Hasty Passion, that Lynn Burnell and that other guy. And they're just dishing them. And then if you look on a ripoff report, you'll notice there are website links to guess who?
Yeah.
My Master's Trust and masterstrust.com. Go there and talk to those agents and deal with them. But, it's just roundabout, going round and round in circles, and you're not really going to get any information. But anybody can talk about a trust, but when you start getting down to brass tacks, it gets to be a little bit of a problem, like we're discovering right now when you start looking at the information, But, it was funny you brought up that Richard Howard, because they mentioned Richard Howard on the last call, and he was supposed to post an audio on masterstrust.com of the conference that they had in Anaheim. But with that information you passed me last night,
yes,
I did a little search and found out that it's Richard Ronald Casey.
That's his full name, Richard Ronald Casey, not Richard Casey is what I was, or Richard Ronald is what I was told by Jeremy.
Richard Ronald is what you were told.
That's what he told me. It's Richard Ronald Casey.
Now I sent you a bunch of documents last night, I believe, that has a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah.
It has some stuff that I looked up and passed it on to you.
Got it open right now.
Yep. And it all sounds a little hokey. Now, apparently, this Masters Trust site is owned by the lawyers.
Right.
But if you look through all the site, you find that Richard Howard's name is all over it. So apparently, if it's owned by the lawyers, Richard Howard's in control of it.
You're talking about the My Masters Trust?
No, the Masters Trust.
Okay, let's go
Don't
back.
get confused. There's two of them.
That's what always messes with me. Now let me just see if Rosen comes up at all.
That's what messes with everybody is there's two of them. You have to keep them separate.
There we go. And the only ones linking to him, by the way, in case you didn't see, the only ones linking to him are Ripoff Report and Dinar Daily. How strange is that?
Yeah, my post to Dinar Daily. Oops.
But see, from a perspective of a person like me, about to go talk to the FBI, and they say, well, who's actually promoting this? They're going to look at the backlinks, and the FBI is going to understand, like, so the only ones linking to these trust websites are...
Yeah, you have the Ripoff Report that's promoting it, and then you have the Wingit call that's promoting it. Now, I can speak to the Masters Trust site.
Right.
Because obviously Wingit has Richard Howard.
Sure.
And Ripoff Report has Marcus with Masters Trust in the Ripoff Report, the link there.
Right.
As far as the My Masters Trust, I haven't looked into Marcus too much because I've been mainly focused on the Wingit call scam.
Yes.
And not necessarily just the trust aspect of the Wingit call. There's also the soil people that they want to promote, which...
Sure, advanced soil restoration, right.
You have Gary saying that, I don't promote anybody, yet you go to his site, what do you see? Nothing but promotions. But he's not promoting nothing, of course.
Oh, no, he's not promoting anything, right.
And then he's not the one that's claiming that the Zim is this historic bond. I mean, people who have heard his calls have heard him say that, and Ico say that the Zim is a historic bond. You'll also, like the last call that Ico did, he started talking about, well, the Zim notes are actually bond vouchers.
I don't know where he comes up with that.
Are these guys really crazy? I mean, why don't they just call it what it is?
Sure.
Why do they have to keep mixing all these different words into the situation? I mean, what is the Zim note considered? A historic bond?
Right.
Because it's printed on bond paper is the latest I can get out of anybody. That's the only reason it's a bond is because it's printed on bond paper. Well, we know that's just cheap paper that they used because they really couldn't afford, when they printed that currency,
right,
the money to print the currency. So they used the cheaper paper in order to do that. But you won't find anything saying where the Zim is a bond of anything other than on these guru sites, and especially the Wingit call. They say it's a historic bond,
right,
and it's backed by gold.
True, that's what they say.
There's nothing out there anywhere that says that. There's no documents. And when you ask these guys to produce the documents or show us something or give us a link, the first thing they do, they'll hang up on you.
Right.
They'll block you on Twitter. They'll ban you out of the forum. It's like you're asking smart questions, and we don't want that. We want to keep these people.
You got to keep. You got to keep the sheep huddled together. Right.
Yeah. So I mean, there's just lots of problems with
Gary
all
told
of this
me,
stuff. Anyway,
Gary told me it was worth something.
Well, yeah, the Zim is worth something if you have a whole bunch of it, because all you have to do is put it out there on eBay, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
And you can make some money off of it. The problem is if you bought it for $70 and you're trying to sell it for $70, you didn't make any money.
No.
So you can't turn your currency back into the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, eBay, and make any money that way either. But if you notice,
the whole thing is Gary's trying to protect himself by saying, "I never said I'm not has anything with the Dinar."
Well, he's in trouble now.
I don't push that.
He's in huge trouble. We just found it.
Well, he's trying to get the people that have it to start dumping money into his way through that little loophole he's trying to use by that $500 deposit.
It's no wonder.
All he's doing is people that already bought it. Yeah.
He's just promoting it by mentioning currencies, but not saying specific currencies. He does talk about the Zim being a historic bond, and he does talk about the dinar and the dinar revaluation, but it's no longer about Iraqi dinar. I mean, what this was a simple currency exchange back in 2003. You got your money in Iraq when it was cheap. You wait for the destruction to get rebuilt. You look at the Iraq as it's rebuilding its country, the value rises, and you get out. You're done.
Right.
That never happened. So people are still hanging on for that, and you can't blame them. I mean, they still think that Iraq is still going to be rich. ISIS just put a damper in the currency revaluation, or let's not say a revaluation, let's say appreciate in value.
That's better.
That's a more appropriate term than revaluation. But I'm sure that once they take care of ISIS, and it looks like they're starting to get a nice foothold on that, they'll start to rebuild their country, and they'll start producing oil and getting it out on a market, and you'll see that, you know, maybe they will start gaining a little value in their currency.
Sure.
But
you notice a lot of these pumpers have now pulled away from links that will do, basically, like click the link. The only one that still is real popular, believe it or not, is Intel for You. They're still doing the Dinar Corp. They're still doing theirs. Also, IQD
no. They're not doing Dinar Corp. Let's make sure we get our Dinar company straight. They're doing Dinar Inc.
Is it Inc? That's right. It's Inc.
It's Dinar Inc.
Yeah,
we got to keep our Dinar company straight. Every company out there that sells Dinar has got to have Dinar in the name, and that keeps everybody confused as to what Dinar company
because
is
I
with.
know that Dinar, they used to have the Treasury Vault on there. I think they still might, but you're right. They still have the big gold symbol of Dinar Inc. But they used to have, still might have the Treasury Vault on there, which we know that
they used to have it, and
the wife.
You know that video you put out exposing Winston?
Yeah, that has so much information on it that I still go back and look at that.
We go back and look at that, and we find something else that you accidentally captured. I didn't even realize that there's something there. You were looking for Winston, and you found a whole slew of other things in there.
I know it. Yep. It was amazing.
That's why it's important to archive it, take pictures, put a video, and hopefully someone doesn't complain too much and have it taken down.
Yeah.
But document it. I mean, document everything that you guys are doing.
Somebody said Dinar Corp. Sam is being sentenced today.
Wow, that'd be interesting.
I didn't know about that.
I didn't know it either.
Yeah. Who said that? Vanette. Yeah, he said Sam is being sentenced today, so I'd like to look into that. That'd be a good video.
You know, I think is next to call. Well, speaking of Sam, are you still there?
Yeah, I was muted for a few minutes.
Absorbing all this. I mean, I know this is a lot, but now we have like I said, this is the smoking gun that they really didn't want to get out. Is you have Masters Trust, and if you guys will see it on YouTube in a little bit. You have Masters Trust, and then you have Is the RV really on its way, and then you see all the past newsletters. By the way, they're probably going to delete this, so don't worry. I already have them open. I'll save them. I
did screen captures and everything of that.
We're used to that.
Print them up for the FBI.
I will.
Hand them the package. And,
sure.
Let them do their investigation on this. I mean, obviously with the FBI and IRS saying that it's a scam, and I've got all of that stuff in my video. I mean, there's 6 minutes worth of just web pages showing scam from all these entities and financial analysis. I mean, there's enough out there, but none of that stuff was out there years ago. Now that it's out there, I mean, now we have issues with people, and we're all promoting scam for the most part because we can back it up with facts, and they're saying it's not a scam, but they aren't backing it up with any facts.
No.
Right.
I mean, it's like Kenny said a long time ago. Kenny said he has not to this day seen one article that says anything's going to RV. And back then it was pretty much a rock.
Yeah.
But it still holds true to today. There has not been one article that says any currency is going to RV as the gurus are saying it.
Anybody
not one.
Anybody
no
want
one's
to
produced anything.
Anybody want to call Richard Howard back? He got his number right here on his website.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. We'll all be quiet, and we'll just see what happens. Do it. That would be cool. Are you using the 60?
No, wait. This is a. Oh, wait. There's the Marcus guy, and then there's Richard Howard.
Right.
Let's see.
Because don't forget that one. It's got the 602.
Let me see. Wait. What's the 949? What's the 949 area code? I just have to tell him I'm recording the call when I do it, though. Yeah. Let's see if he'll do it. You think it'll work? Let's see if it gets.
Yeah, try it.
All right. 949 Richard T. Hey, my phone's beeping again. Let's see this.
Take them all out. Save the.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, is this Richard Howard?
It is.
Richard, this is Nick Gemarino from the Wingit Call. We're still having our live stream. We're still recording. I got some friends on. I wonder if you want to finish talking about anything.
Nope. Thanks.
Okay.
Well, I guess that was your answer, huh?
Oh my gosh.
You should have told him about the YouTube channel. That way you could have showed the page in front of him as he's watching the YouTube channel. He'd go, oh shit, hurry up, delete it.
Well, I was up front.
He's up front. I mean, it could be possible that he didn't want what he had to say recorded. You never know.
Well, should I call this guy up?
I mean, give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure you did tell him that you're still doing a live stream.
Right. We got Marcus Lauby. That's the guy from the he was on the My Masters Trust, it looks like. So how about him? Maybe we can get something out of this guy.
He doesn't know what's going on yet.
Yeah, call him. And the thing of it is, I know you hate to do that, but the problem is you would have to. It's live stream, so you can't edit and cut his voice out.
I know.
That way you wouldn't have to tell him. That way we could just hear it, and then you can, before it's posted, you can just.
Well, I just realized something about Marcus. He lives in Arizona, so there's no reason I have to even tell him that I'm recording. But I might as well just, if you guys want to talk.
Oh, that's right.
It's a one-party consent. It's a one-party. I'm calling him now. Okay, we're calling now. So let's see, Marcus.
Just do it. One-party consent.
I know. Hello, Marcus.
Yes.
Hi, Marcus. My name's Nick. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about the Masters Trust.
Nick, and what's your last name?
It's Gemarino.
Gemarino?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can have a discussion. When can we make an appointment?
No,
I'm just on the way out right now.
You're on the way out. All right. Well, we're trying to catch you. We're trying to catch you live. So, what is your availability tomorrow?
What's the deal, Nick? I heard about you already today.
I know you heard about me. Yeah, we're finding some stuff about the Masters Trust and imminent revaluation. So I just wanted to discuss that with you. It says, is the RV really on its way? And it says you're the organizer of that conference call that took place on September 15th. So I just do you have anything to say about that? Because your name is right here on the newsletter. I've got it right here in front of me.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So do you still believe the RV is on its way? What?
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
The RV is coming when the RV is coming.
Okay.
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 There is nothing saying that an RV is here or that an RV is going to be, what should I say? Going to be.
Come on, think of it. Make it
paid
up.
out on a specific date or something dumb like that. I can't say that.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. If you're not doing anything Friday, I'm actually meeting with the FBI, and I'm sure they would love to talk to you. Are you available to meet Friday with the FBI?
Oh, I'll even come in.
Okay. All right, well, I've got your number here, so I will. And I've got some other people who may want to talk to you, too. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was asking, what currency exactly are you saying is RVing?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Nick.
He says the dinar, right? Marcus, are we correct? It's the dinar you're talking about on here.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, which currency is going to RV that you're mentioning here on your newsletter?
Nick, hang on. Out of pure politeness to the person that you called, it is absolutely imperative that you identify the people that are on the phone. I had no idea until just a moment ago that this is actually a conference call.
Yeah, this is. We're calling you live. I'm calling you from Phoenix. I'm calling you from Arizona.
Well,
This is not
Arizona.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually call it a live conference call. I mean, there's not a bunch of people. There's only a few of us listening on this right now. There's some people maybe on YouTube watching, but your name came up in this newsletter on the Masters Trust. Is the RV really on its way? So were you the author? Okay, were you the author of this newsletter, Marcus?
I was. However, I
am
a foreign exchange trader, a professional foreign exchange trader. I do nothing but trade Forex, and I have had some people ask me for information about Masters Trust, and so I became an agent of Masters Trust. Okay?
Okay, sir, the only links going to that website are from Dinar Daily, which is exposing this, and Ripoff Report. Those are the only links going to the site. I don't see any press releases done or anything else.
Could I get my $500 deposit back?
Yeah.
Why would you want you? First of all, why would you want your $500 deposit back? Who are you? and in addition to that,
well, because I'm not. I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to go through my personal bank, my safety deposit box, and do it there for free. That way, if it does revalue, I have it right there at my bank instead of putting a trust into a $500. So I was wanting to get my $500 back.
Hey, I think he just hung up.
Damn.
Who's next? Okay, who's next on the list to call, guys?
So as soon as I asked for my deposit, what was his first reaction? Was why? Why do you want it back?
Excuse me,
because
sir.
I don't want to use it anymore. I'm going to use my personal bank. Yeah, immediately he wanted to know why I wanted my money back.
Do you guys remember Hulk Hogan? I love Hulk Hogan.
Mr. Jones, this is Mike Wallace from 60 Minutes. Do you mind if we talk to you? Click! Slam!
Hulk.
Let me tell you, brother, I don't know what these guys are doing, but it seems like they're running some kind of scam, and as soon as you question them, they hang up, brother. They hang up on you.
Yeah, Department of Justice needs to know about this.
He said he's the author of the email.
Yes. You see, the whole thing is they're going to ponder, they're going to push it off. It's not me, it's him. I don't own it. I'm just doing it for this. Nobody wants responsibility.
Wow. So
you notice he wouldn't answer the question about Dinar?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I said, well, what's the RV? What currency are you talking about? That's
I
wanted to get him.
Guys, I got to save it while we're talking. I'm going to move that out of the browser. I'm going to start saving these just in case it's some kind of a cookie thing.
You did, Nick. You did great, but I love the jugular. I go straight for the jugular. I want my $500 back.
Well, you're too nice. You're too nice, buddy. I wasn't even thinking that way. My brain is still.
I want my money back.
I'm still a little mush brain right now. I'm catching up on. I don't know. This is just too much. Okay, so let me go ahead and add this to my folder. We'll call this Masters. Oh, I already have a Masters Trust. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through. How many people are still listening? There's still 14 people who are being tortured right now with these. Okay, that's great. So we have a lot of his, and his stuff's all public. People are going to how'd you call him? And it's all public information. All of this stuff.
Right. Exactly. And his phone number is public information.
It'll go private shortly. They all do.
Yeah, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did everybody? Did you guys download?
I want to check Facebook. I want to see if George is hiding. I want to check my Facebook.
Oh, he did hide. Oh, he did hide his stuff. Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, they talked about that on the call. They just made him private. He made it private.
Oh, here it is, Palestine,
but
Texas.
He actually didn't make it private. He deleted all that stuff.
Well, I still have it, which is kind of funny. So for people who don't understand Facebook, this is George Wages. if you click on the Wingit website, it says donate. There's the button right there. And when you click it, very quickly, you'll see it'll bring up PayPal. You search for this email address. I mean, this is rocket science. No, it's very simple, guys. And it brings up right here. There it is. Email Sherlock, Wingit Wages, donate. Scroll down a little bit. George Wages.
Yeah, that TNTBS guy, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a maniac.
Yeah, I wonder how everybody found that. Yeah, they did TNT. No.
Did one of you guys already archive all the trust calls, by the way? See, there was a most recent one.
I've been archiving the trust calls and the Wingit calls.
Yay! I don't have to do that. Perfect. Okay.
Do we have all that? Newsletter stuff archived?
I'm saving it right now. As you know,
Nick's doing that now.
I have a feeling he's going to start deleting this stuff. He's like, "What do I do? They called me. What do I do?" He's going to start freaking out. He's like, "Delete."
Did you notice he said that he already heard about you?
I know.
Oh, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard about you.
Sounds like
I think I
already
know
heard
who you
about
are.
you. Now, how does this guy who's just doing a Masters Trust website and not really doing a whole lot right now already know about you?
Because when you guys start getting exposed,
you talk to Jeremy, you talk to Gary, and have you talked to anybody else other than Richard Howard?
Yeah, George Wages.
And George Wages.
He hung up
so
on
you
me
talked
too.
to those two guys.
Oh no, he didn't.
And apparently they're all in communication with each other that they're letting everybody know to watch out for Nick.
Should I call George Wages up again? I think he deleted me. No, he's say, hey, you still collecting donations? Probably not for long. So, no, they think I'm bluffing with this. They think, okay, yeah, invite me with the FBI. I was like, I will. He thinks I'm joking. I'll say, hey, the FBI want to know who is pumping these trust scams.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. He'd be happy
So
to.
she didn't want to give me my $500 back.
I know.
well, why do you want your money back? Well, because I'm going to go through my bank. I don't need you no more.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I'll just put it away. You know, I'll say $500. You know why? I wonder how many people ask for the money back.
I know.
You know? We need to get that out there, that you don't need them for this. That's nothing but a joke, and have people start pulling their money back and watch how fast that site or their little trust fund disappears.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Marcus said he would be happy to meet with the FBI, so...
Yep.
I'll be happy to.
Give him his name and address, and they can go do a meet and greet at his house.
You know, the only problem is I only got allocated 2 hours. But the cool thing is, he's bringing. I asked him, can you please bring your computer? And he says, yeah, he's bringing his computer. So this will be
right.
So this isn't a joke. I know people like Nick's bluffing. No, I mean if I can get a picture with the agent, I would. But they're undercover, so they're not supposed to. But the point is this: they're investigating the same thing the Guru Hunters have been investigating. So of course, I'm going to comply. Of course, I'm going to give them the information I have. So. I mean, I've got this all. This is all right here. I mean, there it is again. Masters Trust. Marcus Lala has invited you to a meeting, and like I said, guys, it's all here. This is all here. Here's all of his archived stuff, and he's probably going to be deleting it. So I have to save it all now while you guys are talking. But I mean, do you see what's happening? They're running. Richard Howard doesn't want to talk. Marcus doesn't want to talk. If these guys were legitimate.
I think Richard Howard just got a little bit tired because you were going one direction and he was trying to go another direction. Yeah. And as he said on the call, he's not going to go your direction.
I know.
He's done going that route. He doesn't want to really explain a few things.
I know.
Because he just wants to talk about just a certain thing, which is fine. I can understand. He's a salesman. He doesn't want to talk about anything that's negative about anything.
Of course. Well, I better call Rosen and Rosen also. Might have to do that too. But I'm going to have to do that away from this call. I don't know if that'd be the best thing to do on this live call. I might have to just call them separately and just say, hey, listen, all your guys hung up on me when I started asking about Masters Trust. They seem to know who I am. And I gave Jeremy my real name. But he didn't know me, I guess. I guess he's out of the loop. Maybe they don't want to tell Rosen what's happening.
Jeremy knows you now.
Oh, I'm sure. I am sure.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And I'm sure Paul does too.
Mm-hmm. Well, a whole lot of other people will know soon also. So, I mean, what people should just call...
Sam, I am just somebody's Jew and Greek was asking for you. Well, not asking for you, but
No, they were asking me for information on because they claimed that the U.S. government was the biggest holder of dinar, and I said no, that's not true. So they wanted some documentation. I was trying to send it to them.
Oh, I have that. I have that. Did you want this? Did you want that about the Treasury not holding dinar? Did you want that?
Right. Yeah, I can't put the link in there.
Okay. Right. That's what I was saying. Go to Twitter. That's what. Okay, never mind. That was you then.
Okay.
All right. I was just looking at the comments, but I wasn't looking at the names. I was just seeing the Jew. Now I realized it was you. All right.
Yeah. Sam I am as Jew and Greek.
Right. Yeah, because that's why I said he's on the call, and then I was like, oh, never mind.
Let me see if it was this one. I'm trying to find where it was.
Because I just use the Twitter's PM. If you do it on YouTube, YouTube won't let you put the link up for some reason on chat. So YouTube won't let you do it on the side. When you watch the video and you open up the side chat, YouTube won't let you put a link up there. Well, it's some links, but not others.
I was just looking at how many orders these guys were getting. Look at this real quick. Frank from Dinar Banker. Youssef, I want to work hard with you when you get back on Dinar Corp. Their growth is alarming. Wow. So Dinar Corp was getting 209 orders a day. GID. Look, I don't know. You guys can see this in a minute. But yeah, it's just going over.
I'm saying this is some big money going on here, Nick. It's some big money. And once you expose big money like this right here, the feds love it.
Oh, yeah.
The feds love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the scammers don't like it when you start poking around, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm. It's like, how'd you get my number? It's like, idiot, you want everybody to call you for trust. Well, of course I'm going to call you and ask you about it. How did you get this number? This number's private. It's like, really? Here's your website right here. Oh, and then they go make it. They go make it private, like Adam Montana did after the fact. Yeah. Yeah. James Wolfe. By the way, we found some stuff on James Wolfe also. I'll probably have to put that in another video where he just turned 40, but I gave the call to Sam I Am where he said, yeah, I actually made money on the Kuwaiti revaluation. It's like you were 12. You were like 12 years old. You must have been a magician, dude. How did that happen? Sam I Am, where's that link, Sam I Am? Give me the website real quick so I can pull it off.
For what?
It said something to the U.S. Treasury does not hold Iraqi dinars,
yeah.
right?
Well, I know I've got it in my Iraq Currency Watch archives for dinar indictments. That was the name of the blog post, dinar indictments. I've got all the information about how.
Okay, I think I found it.
I've got the link to the indictment document.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what it says here.
Are you pulling it up?
No, I'm looking at something else right now. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
13303. Yeah, it just kind of goes over everything. Oh, here we go. Okay, so
right.
I'll drop this link in the chat room. This is what we were just discussing about the U.S. Treasury not holding dinar.
Yeah.
So
I may push out just real quick. I may push out a video real quick about this call, and basically just tell people that screw these guys. You don't need a trust fund. If you want your money to be protected, put it in a vault, put it in a safe, put it in your bank, leave it alone. It's free. These guys are nothing but professional hacks. They're just out for you to get the deposit, and I would demand my deposit back.
There we go. Here it is right here.
Yep.
The U.S. Treasury does not officially list. It was the lie that the U.S. government is the largest holder of Iraqi dinar. I mean, maybe the citizens are, but the U.S. Treasury does not list officially the Iraqi dinar as part of the country's foreign reserves. Exactly how many dinars were traded is not mentioned, but it does make reference to billions of U.S. dollars traded to Iraq. Experts speculate the U.S. government received nearly 4 trillion Iraqi dinars at a rate of 4,000 to 1. Even if this is close to true, and if the UN allows Iraq to revalue their currency up to $1 U.S. dollar, the U.S. government would stand to profit in trillions, as would anyone else who speculated on the dinar. But see, that's the thing. The Treasury doesn't list dinar as part of the reserve, so it doesn't hold a significant amount.
Right.
So that's not going to happen. So, all right.
Right. Yeah, because everybody was like, "Oh, why don't we just pay off our deficit?" No, it's like, how about Congress stop spending my freaking money?
I know.
Okay. Well, I think you're looking at a different document, Nick.
Yeah. I wasn't looking at the official court ones. It was just an excerpt from it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really trying to hide this stuff, aren't they? All these. Let me see. These newsletter archives are still available. Good. Wonder how long that's going to last. Yeah, you can sign up for the newsletter on mymasterstrust.com. Go ahead and do it right now. Next time he puts out a newsletter saying, sorry, guys, we're done. We quit. Here, I'll So here it is right here. It's my Master's Trust, and it's very basic. It's a basic WordPress website. It was just created last year. Name, email address. So I'll just do that right now. I'll just do a...
Just to confirm it, Nick, the last guy we talked to says he runs that site, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, good. So that automatically links him to it in case of a good federal investigation. It links him to it because he admitted I run that site.
I asked him, did you write this article? And he said yes. And if you... And My Master's Trust, let me check the who is. I don't think he deleted it yet. Let's see. They're not that smart. Let's see. It's private, but I mean, obviously you know who owns the site. You can just check around and see what links come up. See, I thought we had it archived. Let's see. I think he probably put it private. Let's see. I'm just going really quick. Yeah, see, it was archived in September. Let's see what it was archived as. Let's take a look. Yeah, it was private even back in September. It's just got the basic GoDaddy information. So, wait, but it's Park-My-Cache. Wait a second. Parkmycache.com.
So Parkmycache.com. Let's go look up all his websites.
So Parkmycache.com. Let's see what that looks like. Let's do that one real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Marcus. There it is. It's not protected.
This is the gurus. This is what we do. This is the guru hunters. This is what we do.
There you go, guys.
This is the holy grail. This is called investigating the scammers.
Okay, so let me inform people who understand. The name server shows where the website is. NS1 parkmycache.com, and then you go to parkmycache.com and NS1. This is the exact same on both websites. Take a look at this.
Right.
Okay. So he was
go look up all the domains he owns under ParkMyCache.
Oh yeah, NS1
Park. A lot of them.
He's got a bunch of websites. Yeah. So basically,
he's got
guys,
a bunch of websites.
And the who is turned off. So. Yep. Levering. Yeah. Charity. My Master's Trust. PT. Oh, this must have been before. Yeah. PTSD Charity. That's another one. I don't know what. So he owns a few sites. ParkMyCache.net. ParkMyCache.us. I don't know why he needed all those. And then MyMastersTrust.com. So those are all his. So yeah, there it is. PTSD Charity. Oh, I wonder what he's involved in over here. Better not be. I'm a veteran, so you better not be doing anything with veterans. All right. So that's down. It looks like that site's down. Okay. So the point is this: you go to the who is for ParkMyCache, and it was the guy who just hung up on us, Marcus. There it is. There's his information, and I've already archived it because he didn't save it in time. So. Sorry, Gaddy. It's out there, buddy. All right, so
let me give you another who is, just so that you know.
Okay.
It's called datasite5.com.
5 as a number or spelled out?
As the number. You're on that who is page. Just do a search for datasite5.
There we go.
.com.
David Fradling?
Now put that name together with Master's Trust.
Okay, let's do that.
Do a Google search with that name and Master's Trust. Not best, yeah, beta.
Okay, and I got it. Oh no, you're looking at you're 20 seconds old right now. I'm already there. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I know. I'm realizing I'm delayed.
Oh, look at that. I got it. Oh, somebody just dinged me. Did you guys hear a ding just now?
Look at where he lives. Huntington Beach.
Who just texted me? Nick, Marcus here. I'm a professional Forex trader. I know a whole lot more about foreign currency than many. If I get cut off and have demands coming at me from people I don't know who they are, I will always hang up. If you call me, please be courteous and let me finish what I was going to say so that you two can be educated. He just texted me, but he texted my. The screens are part of my office. How many do you have in yours? So he's showing. He sent a picture. I'll show you what he sent me. Hold on a second. Let me download this. He sent me a picture of his office.
He's trying to worm out of it. He's trying to get out of it. That's what he's trying to do. Now it sounds like he's trying to worm out of it.
I care about the scam. I don't care about your stupid computer screens. I'm not calling about your screens. Why does everybody's try to deflect? I don't want to talk about it, but look at my screens. Like, dude. Here, look, he just sent me this picture. And he said, "How many screens do you have?" I've got 2. I've got one on my left, one on my right.
Yeah. Jeanette just said, "Wasn't Marcus on his way out the door?" And here he is back sending you texts.
I know.
Screens.
He was. Oh, it's Nick. I'm on my way out. As soon as I call, he leaves. Okay. All right, Marcus. I don't know why you gotta hide. Okay, so Master's Trust. You said. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. I got that name in quotation, so.
I'm going to open up my Gmail and see what I can get on here.
This the one you're talking about, Nash? This David guy?
Yeah, he's the one who did a lot of work on Master's Trust websites.
Oh, really?
Not my Master's Trust, Master's Trust.
Like masterstrust.com. What if I can bring up something like that?
I need to send you some more.
Oh, there
links.
you go. Masterstrust.com. Visit website. He must be one of the guys building it out.
He's one of the guys building it out.
Yep,
he's in Huntington Beach. He's in Huntington Beach.
There it is.
And you will find a whole bunch of things in there for Master's Trust and
found it.
A whole bunch of other things.
Siteintheworks.com. Yeah. That's the one. Here, I'll go and archive that real quick since we've already got it open. Let's see if he's changed it. Nope, that's his name. Huntington Beach, yeah. So, you guys see how quickly we do this? How quickly we save a web page while I'm still doing a live call. I'm not gonna be editing this.
That's why we call the Guru Hunters.
Huntington Beach is in the same area as Anaheim, and it's in the same area as I got a brain stumble here.
Okay.
Where Richard Howard lives.
All right. Everybody got warned about Nick Gemarino. Watch out when he calls. Get ready to run. So, all right. Looks like Dinar Daly's still down. That's terrible. All right. So let's see what we got here. Oh, wasn't Marcus on the way out the door? Yeah, that's right. That's what That's what that ding was.
Newport Beach.
Oh wait, I got it.
That's where Richard Howard is. Newport Beach. You know what? Try richardhoward.com.
No way. Really? Oh, it's for sale.
Go ahead, richardhoward.com.
It's for sale. Hold on a second. Let's see what we got here. I'm hearing feedback from somebody. Who's got that feedback? Is that Sam I Am?
That was me. I just want to see the delay, see how much of a difference.
It's like 25 to 30 seconds, yeah. It says the domain is for sale, dude. What's this all about? richardhoward.com is for sale.
Damn, Nash, you should be St. Louis.
Do the cash version of that.
You're kidding. Hold on.
Dang, I need to check my Gmail. I am loaded up with all you guys sending me stuff.
The cached version, it still shows. You better send me what you have because I'm seeing that it's still. Let me check the archive real quick.
Yeah, I know. See, the expiration date is 2017.
Yeah.
All right, so just do richardhoward.com in a Google search and see if there's a cached version.
I didn't see one. Yeah, I didn't see one. It keeps redirecting.
Or one of those who is. But last time I checked, it was to a real estate.
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I remember that one.
Okay, I'm checking. He must have just switched it recently. Access was denied.
I remember the real estate one. I remember looking at that one. This is a part of Guru Hunters. This is the part that we absolutely love. This is the best. It's because it's so revealing to find these people and find out who they really are.
Right.
And then expose them and let people see who they are. Oh, that one was gone. I'm looking on the.
I'm getting a lot of down pages. It looks like.
Yeah, I see that. Do you think they're? Yeah, I see it.
I don't know.
Go back a few years.
I'm going to let me bring the chat window back up because I closed it. I've got 2 monitors. Why is he like I got more monitors than you? Who cares? Who cares if you're operating illegally? It doesn't matter. So No, I don't. Let me see. Pop-up rapper Richard Howard. I'm not seeing it. Are you sure it was the richardhoward.com and on another site, like with a dash or something?
I think it was richardhoward.com. I'll look it up again.
Okay, because it says it's denied. Let's see. Newport Beach.
If I find it, I'll screenshot it and send you the links and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna let you go. My phone's beeping and my battery's dead.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
So I'll talk to y'all later, and we'll just keep an eye on what's going on and get back on Dinar Daily and kind of start posting stuff over on Twitter and Dinar Daily.
Definitely.
And just keep feeding everybody's emotions.
Can't wait to see your video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I want to get him to get the people to understand. You don't need to give these guys a freaking dime. And then I'm going to ask them, demand your money back and see what they say.
Yep. Well, I don't think
All right, guys.
Bye.
See you later, TNTBS. Who likes you?
No, he's not going to be on any more Wingit calls, and neither am I. I'm pretty sure. That's it.
I think Gary said you're not allowed anymore.
I wish
too much confusion over there.
I wish he had used his famous line before he left.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
The Masters Trust scam. Now, Masters Trust is fine, guys, but when you start pumping it with this other stuff, and when considering the only things that I find is Dinar sites linking to it, and the Dinar Daily to be specific, and also Ripoff Report, does that not send a red flag that the only ones talking about the website on the entire internet happen to be Dinar sites?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just here for the heck of it. Watch this.
Well, that was one of the questions I asked at Dinar Daily is where else does he sell the Masters Trust other than Dinar sites?
Right. Now, I just did a Google. Look at this. So I just did a search for masterstrust.com on Google. I click latest. Guess where the only link that goes to Masters Trust is from? Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. I've got it open on Twitter right now. Guess.
On Twitter or on YouTube?
You're going to see it on my YouTube. Okay, well, I have my Twitter open on YouTube, so you guys watching the live stream.
Oh, okay.
Guess who the only one is promoting the Masters Trust? Out of the entire, of Twitter, the only account that's promoting it.
There's Gary McGuire.
The only one, guys. The only one is promoting it. Homework for you. So guess what we're archiving? Yes, we are. So you can archive a tweet, guys. Yes, you can, just like this. There are people who are still like, I don't understand why you're picking on him or why you're doing this. You don't get it. You don't get it. You're not supposed to be. You can sell trust, that's fine. But then when you start talking about revaluation, and that's why you got to get a trust, and you stress urgency, and you send newsletters saying that Dinar is going to revalue, then you're going to run into some federal issues.
Well, you can sell trust right out of a regular lawyer's office. You don't need a separate entity to do it.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm checking Facebook, because Facebook is used more than Twitter. Let's see what Facebook brings up. We couldn't find anything for Masters Trust. See, this is the problem, guys. If you're going to create a website, you usually have your usual, your four usuals: your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Google, your YouTube. And I mean, if you don't have Google, fine, you have Twitter. So Facebook, Twitter, Google, and probably LinkedIn. But I mean, nothing on Facebook at all about masterstrust.com. Not one link. I find that hard to believe. Let's see. There's one link right there. It says, let me find this out, debt diagnosis. And has a phone number, and it says masterstrust.com. Specialized copyright is for those clients. Let's see. Here it is right here. Where's it at? I still don't see it on here. No, it's not an active link. Nowhere, guys. There's nothing on Facebook about this. I just open up a whole bunch of links here. So you're starting to understand what the problem is. The only ones promoting this Masters Trust openly on a call, from what I can see,
yeah, there's a
Wingit.
There's a target market that they're going for. They're not going for anyone else. They're going after a target market.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. This shows one like. I'm trying to find. Okay, this is it right here. Debt diagnosis, privatized banking systems. I think this is the one. I think this is the one that has the Wingit call. Let me see. Oh, look, they're promoting Pro Dent Research. Looks like affiliate stuff. Must be an affiliate website. It's promoting Harry Dent. Let me scroll down a little bit. Okay, so that tweet, the only one promoting Masters Trust is the Wingit call. Now, if I type in my Masters Trust, I'm just adding an extra word, but let's see if that brings up anything. That's that Marcus guy. mymasterstrust.com. Search.
That should bring up the.
It brought up nothing on. Wow.
It'll bring up the ripoff report.
I know, but on Twitter it brings up nothing. See, here's the thing: if you're running a legitimate business, you gotta have your Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, Facebook. There's nothing at all. That's very suspicious. All right, so there's a phone number here, but it says debt diagnosis, private banking systems, and it did show somewhere on this Facebook page. I gotta scroll through it, but it did show somewhere Masters Trust. Let me see. Probably have to scroll through a bunch of stuff to find it. And oh, there it is. Something about Zimbabwe historical bonds I just came across. Here it is. Tip from a friend: buy some Zimbabwe historical bonds today. You might be glad you did. I'm just gonna say bad advice. There we go. So I'll save that. Why are they bringing up Zimbabwe historic bonds? And by the way, they may have actually deleted the reference to the Masters Trust. I'm going through it all right now. I'm trying to see this. I'll drop this link in Facebook real quick so you guys can check it out. But this is just strange. I mean, every like 20 minutes I'm finding something new. Here we go. Nick, type in this. Hayseed Passion Masters Trust. Okay, I'll open that up. But let me before do that. Masters Copyright Trust.
You'll get to the 911trust.com site if you do that, I believe.
Let's see. Okay, Masters Copyright. It brings up this thing. Almost 2 decades ago, Masters Trust released its now unique and renowned Masters Spin Thrift Trust format. According to court documents, many copyrighted trust documents were sold without the licensing fees paid to Masters Trust. Oh, interesting. Guy was charged at $5,000. Oh yeah, this is some of those court documents I had mentioned, but they didn't post the actual documents directly. Wow. Master Trust. Okay. TNTBS is mentioned. He's on chat right now, so. How deep does the rabbit hole gotta go on this? This is strange.
Deep. Goes deep.
Jeez. Alright, so. Masters Trust.
How is that a layaway plan for a trust?
Yeah. Master Trust schemes.
Master Trust. Yeah, that's a different type of trust. Gotta keep them straight. There's Masters Trust and Master Trust.
I wonder if TNTBS found a link. Maybe he has like an actual link he can drop. Yeah, I mean this is ridiculous. Tip from a friend: buy Zimbabwe historical bonds. I do not know who owns this site.
Stimson. There you go. Stimson. That's the last name of the CPA that's involved in these trust packages.
Really?
Yep.
That number right there. Debt diagnosis. Okay, let me check their about page real quick. Jennifer Hansen. Website goes to Jennifer Hansen. About Jennifer at debtdiagnosis.com. Yeah. Wonder if she has anything in here about trusts. Let's see if there's a search in here. She's got a book for sale. Agents. I'm not seeing it on her site. No. That link must have been deleted. Google was saying right here, masterstrust.com. It has a phone number. It says specialized copyright is designed
Go
for
check
those
your
claims.
Twitter. There's a link.
You got it? Okay. I'll go check it right now. Drop this off here. Yeah, that didn't work either. Okay.
Yeah, Master, not Masters.
Oh, I know. TNTBS was saying the other.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to my Twitter real quick and check.
Yeah, Vanette wants you to go to the Dinar Vets page, I think.
Dinar Vets? Okay. Wait, I don't see anything in my Twitter account right now. Hold on a minute. Okay. Did you do the Global Reset guy or Dinar V News? Which one did you do? I don't see it right now. Hold on. Let's go to Twitter. Okay. You can run, but you can't hide. Alright, let's see. Alright, I got my Twitter open. Let's see here. Oh, he just sent it to me. Alright, I'll bring that over. Here we go. Masterstrust.social. That's India, though. I don't know. That's showing up India, TNTBS. Financial service in India. Yeah, I don't think that's the one.
Yeah, put up Hayseed Passion Master Trust and look for the DV link.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
There's information there.
On where? Sorry, I was adjusting my headphones when you were talking. On Facebook or?
Go type in a Google search.
Ready?
Hayseed Passion Master Trust.
Got it.
And look for the DV link, Dinar Vet.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Go to that one. That was done in 2011, I believe. And somebody just ripped that one apart. But that goes to the other people that were doing the Masters Trust.
Mm. Yeah, there it is right there. It's number 6 now. Okay, irrevocable. Yeah, that was here. Oops, I gotta bring this down. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, before it's press release. Irrevocable trust. Dinar Vets. Huh.
And then she just put a link out to the Gmail that you can Google, and you'll come all the way across a whole bunch of things.
Hey, look, there's audio right there. Wait, Trust Audio with Lynn and Jim. Are those the same guys from the IQD calls?
No.
Oh, okay. Jim Blakeman. I wonder if that audio is still available.
That
I
is
think a lot of people, if
Lynn
Wow, the audio
Burnell and Jim Blakeman. There you go. That's the one right there.
Okay, the audio is still available from that old call.
Yeah.
I need to save
Go
this.
to a couple. Yeah, go to a couple of things, and there's a guy that's just pointing out a whole bunch of stuff about the Masters Trust.
And I think a lot of people, if you can mute your...
Okay, so I'll go ahead and save this link real quick. Hold on. See this thing right here, this Trust Audio? I need to save this. Hold on, I just opened in another browser. So that's 2011. Oh, that was my birthday, February 14th, 2011. Trust, Jim, and Lynn. Okay, there we go. So I'll save that one. And this is another one, I think. Dinar's tax as regular income versus capital gains. Oh yeah, I'm all about saving money, but I mean, legally. Okay, let's go back here. Irrevocable, is this the other one you were talking about? Non-grantor complex, discretionary?
Uh-huh.
That's from 2010. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
And there's
That's
that,
when they were doing that back then.
There's that. I'm just put that email address into Google. Let's see what we get. Yeah, Red River Trust.
Yep, that's it. But it's now 911 Trust.
Mm. Wow, so I didn't realize they were doing this for so long.
I think if you go to 911trust.com you'll get this Iraqi airplane flying around, and that'll be the Hayseed Trust, and they want you to contact them directly.
I think I saw this site. Jim's Qualified Spendthrift Trust. Wow. What's with the site? It's so basic. Wow. You found the crown jewel of trusts? Really? Well, I guess I'd have to message him too.
There you go. There's
Wow.
their Lynn and Jim's Qualified Spendthrift Trust. That's the Red River stuff.
There are so many people doing this. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Well, who's next on our list? I think this is pretty long. I did not expect this call to go 3 hours, so. But look at what we found. I mean, we found a lot of good stuff, so. I'm just making sure that I have all that stuff saved. I mean, it's on video, so I mean, people can't say I didn't show it. If they try to delete it, I was like, well, I have it all on video, and I also have it all saved on my computer now, so. Let them try to delete it. I mean, that's all I got to say. Well, I'm kind of glad I didn't have the live call where people could call in, because that would probably just cause a bunch of confusion. This was a lot better, I think. Nick, who's next? Dan Atkinson. No, we're already going after him, too. All right.
Dave Schmidt.
Yeah, Dave Schmidt. Wow. All right. Well, guys, final thoughts while we wrap this up. Excellent job, by the way. You guys did great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, final thoughts is just do your research. If you don't know, just ask a question. There's lots of people you can ask. I would stay away from the gurus, but you can ask them too and see if they can answer your question.
Definitely.
Most of the time you can't even get to them. You're lucky if you can. Try getting on Ray's call.
Yeah, good luck. And
well, my final thoughts are we have been working, compiling information for nearly 6 years now. Marcus, Curtis, and I. You can go to Iraq Currency Watch. You can listen to audios of guys promoting the RV from 5 years ago. You can read about Adam Montana and an asset management guy that he had at Dinar Vets in 2011, pitching a program there. I mean, this whole asset thing in the Dinar community is nothing new. It's been around for at least 5-6 years, because they're just, you know, once you see that people are going to take the bait, then you just give them more bait and more bait.
Sure.
You know, you can sell them anything. If you've already got them hooked on one product, you can sell them other products. That's why you see so much, you know, multi-level marketing stuff in the Dinar community. You see Terry K was selling books and coffee mugs. And Caperoni sells T-shirts. These guys are VIP memberships, offshore protection. Adam Montana had a thing called Operation Get It There. All of these things are being sold to the Dinar community while they're waiting around for this fictional RV. And, you know, sooner or later you have to say, where's the RV? You know, right. How about we get the RV and then we'll buy all this other crap?
Right. Well, just they wanted everybody to get involved, whether it was reserves, it was trusts, it was some kind of a offshore setting up your LLC, like
hedge funds.
There's always something, and there's always money involved.
Right. So, but the information's out there. We've worked diligently for years to compile all of this so that people would have access to it, because when I came into this thing, when Marcus came into this thing, this information was not readily available. We had to dig for it.
Right.
And we don't want other people to go what we went through. Those are my final thoughts. Excellent.
Well, guys, I encourage you to take a look at Iraq Currency Watch and definitely check out dinardaily.net. This is just an archive of it. The site was down earlier. It's not just a single issue with one site. It's a hosting issue with all of the different forum motion sites. But definitely check out this site, Dinar Daily, home of the Guru Hunters. We tag them and bag them, as the title says right there. And yeah, I appreciate everybody listening in on the call. So for those who are joining live now, or for those who were late, don't worry, because all this stuff is still going to be available. You can rewind, you can watch this again. But I appreciate having Nash Rambler on. I appreciate having TNTBS. I appreciate Sam I Am. I appreciate everybody else who was able to ask questions. And Nash Rambler just put out a video, Allstate dealer involved in a currency scam. Allstate cares. So look for that video, guys. I'm going to watch it again right now. It's only a 9-minute video. I suggest you take a look at it. And like they were saying, please do your research. Don't fall for any kind of scam. Always research the people who are providing the information, find out who they are, and then find out who are the individuals who are providing the services, okay? With that being said, that is the end of this call. Thank you so much to the guests. Thanks for everybody listening, and let's see what happens next. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.